Are we ready to go live? You think Bruno knows his lines?
I think he's ready.
He's been practicing.
All right. You can be up there.
Just for a minute.
I can do this. There's a cup down there, by the way.
Yeah. What?
Mug.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That fell last week. Hi! I suppose we should actually go ahead and go live and do the whole thing and not just have audio in the background. How's it going, everyone?
Oh, could they hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as I started talking about Bruno practicing his lines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I hope you got. Hey, you got it all out? Did you get it all out?
Oh, no. He's just getting going.
This is true. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Good morning or afternoon.
It's a global audience.
It's a global audience.
Maybe 5 o'clock somewhere or margarita time.
Oh, it's happy hour, yeah. Hello. My name is Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
And
this is Bruno.
And this is Bruno, and Toby's here as well. He's always, as always, being very good and quiet, laying down behind us somewhere, probably next to one of the heaters.
At their feet.
Oh, okay. At their feet. Welcome to the Monday live stream. Felicia and I, for the better part of, well, a little while now, have been, streaming live every week, and for these last few Mondays, we've been enjoying making Proton Pack. We've actually been doing this for the majority of this year.
We started a little before this year started?
A little after, yeah, right around there.
Yeah.
Because I think I did a con that might have interrupted it, maybe or maybe not. We moved the date so it wouldn't interrupt cons. But hi, we're going to continue, and there's more building we're going to do. I was looking ahead a little bit. We actually get the glue parts together, and the fact that we never put veins on those other things. We might want to jump in and do that before we really connect them to the big pieces.
You know, the steps that we skip because we're not sure if we should, but then
Yeah.
he kind of already built it, so he might know what he's talking about.
Yeah, so we might want to go back and make sure that's working. Right. Let's double check here. Hey, good. Chloe's letting me know that, hello, Odin and Felicia. Audio is good and video is good. You're all clear and we are unlisted. I did it right.
Yay!
Yay! Well, also, I wanted to go and check, so thank you, Chloe. I appreciate the confirmation on that. Let's see. Other than that, it's been really hard for me to get a video out, and I don't know why. I don't have a good, solid reason, but I'm gonna have one out. I keep saying that, but I've been working with a laser cutting machine, a laser etching machine. That's been a lot of fun, and maybe spent a little too much time, playing with the machine. But I've been getting the script written and getting going on that, and that is actually going to come out. And I think if I can, maybe try and get 2 videos out this week. One with the review of the machine, the one that longer when they sent it to me said, hey, can you check this out on your channel? And then also, I've got a plan on something I want to build using it because it cuts, and it's going to be a lot easier to cut a whole bunch of organic, slightly curvy, French curve shapes with Mr. Machine than to, which I've done before, and it's doable, but it's like, I want to have a machine do it for me.
Are they repetitive?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It is, it's just a single thing. Like, it's not butterfly wings, but like butterfly wings, where you have a pattern that fits inside of it, and then it's mirrored on the other side, and then you need a second piece with the same pattern behind it, so the two can be layered together.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. Because if they were all unique organic shapes, I wouldn't bother with the cutter even.
Right.
But yes, I could see very much.
Yes. I wanted to, it was...
Right, you have a toy.
I have a toy. I want to play with the toy. Oh.
What do you have?
Wow. Somebody got excited, I think.
Oh, no.
What do I have? What I have is some of the test pieces I have done. So this is the longer Ray 5 laser cutting machine. I've been posting pictures of it to Discord a little bit. But
Or 3?
What's that?
Oh.
But I was able to just etch in. This is some different speeds and different percentages of power for.
Smells like burning.
Yeah, well, it is. It's even better when you do leather.
Oh, I believe it.
Cooking flesh. And then also, just last night I ran some test patterns where, with this matrix, it's going with the slowest speed for the laser going back and forth with a particular, and then Yeah, so this is the slowest speed, and the speed gets faster. And then, so up is faster, and moving this direction is actually increasing the power of the laser. So at the slowest speed, and it just burns right through. 6mm foam. Big shock.
Makes good burnouts.
Yeah, it makes good burnouts. But I'm actually really liking, it's really hard to see on camera, but I'm getting some really nice, very, very subtle, it's almost like the difference between having, you have your album cover, your 90s rock album cover, where most of it is just a matte black, but in the center it's got gloss printed, so you can see what the logo is because it's just gloss on matte. Some of those lower settings, like 40% at full speed, looks like it'll do that to the foam pretty quickly. The way of putting Star Trek style Aztec tiles, onto foam.
Texture's going to be fun.
Textures.
Oh, Bruno. You, my dear, have not gotten your energy out.
Nope.
I didn't let them run around before the stream.
Ah.
Yeah. They went to go outside. I was like, nope, we're going straight in here today.
Straight in here today.
Yeah, so. Tension time. Toby, no, we're not going anywhere. Oh, just a scam. I know nobody in Pontiac.
You know nobody in Pontiac? Nope. So all you people in Pontiac, we don't know you. If anyone's watching from Pontiac, one, thank you. Two, sorry.
Yeah.
Will Connors is chiming in saying, hello everyone, and Chloe's
hello.
super excited about the laser cutter, and
Yeah.
still requests my logo, which I just showed. So Chloe actually helped me with the Odin Makes Marvel logo, making it as a 3-dimensional object that I could then fly around, and that's how some of the Marvel intro, yeah. So she's super happy she got to see that.
Yeah. No, the possibilities, all the fun things to do now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Got all the little test pieces out.
Let's just pop up that meme. Burn all the things. Yeah. No, that's way cool. Something I really wanted to do, and I'm not sure if an etching machine is going to be as good to do it with as a legit cutting machine, but you make kits.
Yeah.
It would be real easy to cut out all the parts to make a Spider-Man web shooter and throw them in a bag.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like something we talked about well over a year ago. I do have a second machine coming, which is kind of cool, from another company, or at least I'm supposed to. That's actually an enclosed one. This one's an open architecture machine, so it's just an open frame box that's sitting on a piece of wood that I screwed it to. So all the fumes are right there in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine that. Burning foam, burning flesh, burning
Oh.
wood.
Yeah,
would
leather
probably be the best.
stinks. Yeah, but
Like a nice pine. That would be lovely. But
Well, that'd
other
be
than
nice.
that,
Yeah, the wood isn't a big
the
deal.
toxic stuff, you'd be right under the hood.
Oh, yeah.
And you still.
No, and of course it had the same list that I saw when I was doing the one laser video I did with Sean Cash, where it said don't cut PVC because it releases chlorine gas, and the fumes and the smoke from that can both coat the optics but also ruin the servos. So
Not only that would, cause death. No.
well, yeah, well, the chlorine gas will kill you too. That's a little that's a side effect.
That's
It can hurt the
secondary to hurting
machine.
the machine, right?
Right. Polycarbonate, same thing. It doesn't vaporize. It just kind of melts and turns to goo. Apparently acetate does as well. I tried the little piece of acetate that I had. That's not right here. But acetate is a pick guard behind, classically, acetate is the pick guard behind strings on a guitar, and it's got some really fun pearl things, or like glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Old glasses frames were
Original
made out of.
synthetic fabrics were acetate.
We're all acetate.
It's all disintegratable by nail polish remover. So
Yeah.
acetate fabric, if you get nail polish remover,
I believe it. Acetate's, yeah.
yeah. So it's a very versatile.
Very versatile, dissolvable.
Yeah.
But it didn't vaporize the way you need it to, so it kind of worked, but it didn't really. And then I tried Lego, which is ABS, same thing. ABS doesn't really vaporize well, as well as the red Lego, which is more translucent to the laser, did okay. The blue Lego, which is less translucent, burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder how the black Legos would do, because those are like
I don't know. It all depends on how.
coal based
Right.
pigment.
Pigment is coal
Yeah.
based, right? But they're all still ABS based. So.
I'm so sorry, Bruno. This is why we can't have nice streams.
Yeah. So sorry about the barking. Anyway, I can stop talking about the laser cutting machine if you guys want, because I'm not showing anything. I'm just talking about it.
It's okay.
It
We
was
had fun this week.
This is the thing I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of doing videos.
Yeah. Well, it's a video. This will come out as a video. Oh, Chloe's warning me that she's got a lot more logos in the works. So, yeah. Well, that is a possibility. Maybe I laser burn logos and stuff onto foam and send that out as a weird little Patreon reward.
That could be fun.
That could be fun.
Keychains.
Keychains, yeah.
Little foam and then
Well, I wouldn't know. Foam keychain would suck.
it would float.
It would fall. Yeah, it would also fall apart. If it was 10 millimeter foam, it would float. It may not. I wouldn't have had enough buoyancy.
Well, I was thinking kind of a little dense piece, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the what the foam might be okay for a keychain for a while. And I did tests on what the foam as well. The same matrix testing and obliteration. Let's see what it.
So did you have your Michael's foam, your what the foam, your basic craft foam?
No, I pretty much only did HD foam and what the foam. The other ones I wasn't too worried about.
Because you don't typically
No.
bother with them in general.
I can just, if I know what the settings I need for HD foam, I can just reduce them slightly, and it'll probably be fine for craft foam. But yeah, what the foam? same type of issue.
Oh wow, that's clean and
It's super
sharp.
clean and sharp, and then yeah.
There is a sharpness even in the light ones. Squid Game mask with that.
Right.
Look at that.
So this is again a test pattern where this one I went in steps of 5%. That's 5%, 10, on up to 100% power, and then.
I like how there's this whole section.
Oh yeah, obliteration. Yeah, but it goes 600%, or what is it? The speed of the laser supposedly maxes out at 6 meters a minute, or 6,000 millimeters per minute, right?
Okay.
So I started the speed out at 600 millimeters, and then incrementally worked up to 6,000 millimeters for speed. So at not even full power at what is this 25% power at the slowest speed on this test, it just cooked a hole, and yeah. Anyway, but the other stuff looked great.
It smells like when you throw in your plates when you're camping into the camping fire. Like you're burning the stuff you're not supposed to.
Well, there was wood behind it, so I bet you
Okay.
anything the wood I had behind this to help. Oops, actually, we cut that one. Would be
There
better.
you go.
The wood I had behind this helped.
To make
give
that
it
campfire smell.
Yeah, give it the campfire smell. Oops, double click. It's also fun how it'll when it's hitting the wood, the fumes and whatnot shrinks the backside of the foam as well.
Yeah, because you're building little fires that are melting.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has a
Burn everything.
it has a flame sensor, it says, and it's supposed to shut down, but apparently it didn't flame up. Apparently it didn't flame up enough. There was times I was watching it and it did flame.
Oh.
It was, kind of like blowing out the last second of a birthday candle. Is kind of what it looked like. But
Yeah.
Toys.
How do you know unless you try, right?
Right. It only came with one cool pair of laser protective glasses, but I noticed they're green.
Yeah, because that's going to block out more red light.
It's actually blue light.
Is it blue light?
The laser is 450 to 460 nanometers wavelengths, which is just borderline UV, and that means welding goggles will work. So the visors that I put in the Mandalorian helmets, that's rated exactly for that color.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so I
I have to go work on
right.
building stuff.
And it actually works. It's slightly different. I'm trying to remember. I think the tint isn't quite as dark with the Mandalorian helmet, so the laser looked brighter, but it wasn't like it is without the goggles.
Interesting.
There's a little protective. You're looking at the machine. You got the controls. You've got a little protective window or screen that goes around the laser head. So from the user's side, you're not looking at
The sun.
yeah, the sun. But you put these on, you just see what looks like a little red dot. It looks like you're looking at a cat toy laser,
Interesting.
which is not the best cat toy because the lasers
My
can be cat's
welding
eyes.
goggles are red.
Okay,
They're the big red ones.
right,
I love those things. I don't wear for anything other than I just like to wear them, but
sure.
interesting. Green ones.
Green, and that's what I've seen for years. Is either green or LCD polarization that when it's too bright, they just automatically tint up.
Toby? No.
It's glasses. They're gonna like them.
I know.
Welding. Stupid stories as we warm up. Hey, want more stupid stories? Hey, welcome to the Odin Makes live stream where I ramble. Working with KVIE, we went down to an agricultural technical college in, down by Harris Ranch and the P. Anderson soup place.
Oh, yeah.
Can't remember Kern County. I can't remember the name of the school, but they were showing, working with drones for crop monitoring. They had simulations for getting your truck license and tractor license. And the one tool they had, the one teaching tool they had that I thought was really cool that I had never seen before, it was a virtual welding rig.
Interesting.
So everything was set up exactly like a welder. So with the hood off, you had your handle, you had all the stuff, and you would set all the dials. Then you put the hood on, and then you would see in the LCD what the weld should look like based on the actions you're doing. And the instructor could see on a separate monitor, but the rest of the class, you were just playing with a VR game and no one else could get hurt. There was no fumes, there was no UV light, there was no expendable materials. That was a really cool system.
I love living in the future.
Yeah. So, anyway, goofy things. Yep.
No, that's things to get excited about. So, you peeked ahead. We're supposed to kind of like start putting things together now.
I was curious what we had to do next, so I peeked ahead a little bit, yeah. It talked about cutting a hole into the back of the backplate. That's the last step of the last portion of 12. And I also watched it on the video over here where he took a peanut butter jar, laid it down in the center of the backplate, and just made a circle so he could reach in and play with wires, which totally makes sense. So I set my circle cutter for a 4-inch circle, and I figured we'll just right in the center, cut the thing out. And if they're both done with a circle cutter, then we don't have to mark which circle goes with which backplate because it'll fit both.
There you go. Way to think ahead. It's like you've done this before.
Thank you. So I can totally do that. And then the next step after that is to glue the funky shaped piece to the top of the cyclotron speech bubble and move on from there.
Yeah, it'll start looking like something.
Yeah, it will.
So, okay, there's a plan.
Story Lynch. Cool. So the as we call them in the Friday Among Us games, the Irish Mafia is here.
Oh, welcome.
Good evening, gentlemen. And good evening to Stephen Deitch. Nicole King is here as well, doing split personality duty today. Then we've got James Allen is saying hi all as well. So, alrighty.
Circle cutter.
Circle cutter. Did you have any stories from the weekend that was worth sharing?
I got to ride a train.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, the Amtrak that's behind us?
Yeah?
I ended up taking that down to San Francisco this weekend. It was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Did a round trip, day trip.
Okay.
Long day. And I'm just going to say this. Do not buy Amtrak tickets through a third-party vendor.
Okay.
They gave me just a legitimate enough to get through to realize they shorted me a ticket.
Oh, geez. So then it costs more to buy one once you're actually on the train, or it was just a pain in the butt?
Well, the thing is they caught it on the first leg of the journey, but I had 4, transfers and things. And anyways, so
okay.
It ended up getting handled very nicely and
Is this gonna work?
but just I have learned my lesson. Just if I'm going to do the Amtrak again,
Okay.
to just get it off their app. That's the easiest, best way to get it, according to the conductor. So.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, it
makes
was
sense.
really nice because gas prices have gone up enough that I could justify not driving.
Oh, okay.
So it was like Mega Bus or Amtrak, and I ended up in Amtrak, and it was fun.
Okay.
Train ride.
Train ride.
Yeah.
Wow, this is way over there. Sorry.
No worries.
Would you like to switch sides?
Yes, I think you have it set up for that.
It's kind of trying. There. Hello and welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. Cool.
So, anyways, I had a big adventure day, and of course, if everything went smoothly, I wouldn't have any fun stories to tell. So there's that.
There's that, yeah. Well, if that's the only thing that went wrong, then you did have a pretty smooth trip.
Oh no, definitely not. But
Okay, well, I was trying to be positive.
no, but it was still a fun trip, and I had a blast. Oh, there you go. Backpack plug.
Backpack plug 1.
Should I label it?
Yes, you probably should label it backpack plug. That sounds like a really smart thing to do.
Plug. Yeah. So, anyways, I had adventures. It was fun, and I am sunburnt.
Oh.
Yeah. When I'm on set, I always remember to apply sunscreen throughout the day because I learned my lesson. But when I'm out on my own adventures, I'm not thinking that, and especially if it's slightly cold.
Yes, which the Bay Area is typically slightly cold. I'm actually seeing your color now.
Yeah, I'm all burnt.
I did not notice it first. I apologize.
No worries.
I did notice your color here.
I have sparkly eyeshadow.
Sparkly eyeshadow.
Yes, but no, I got a lot of sun because I wasn't paying attention to that. But it was nice. I have to go back on the chat. But
Sure. I remember getting to go to Mardi Gras one year, pre-Katrina Mardi Gras in New Orleans. And for Fat Tuesday, I dressed up in my superhero outfit that I had made and painted a domino mask onto my face. Just a, basic triangle mask thing, right? Yeah. No sunscreen. So between the wind and the sun at the end of the day, I washed the makeup off and I saw the domino mask on.
That was going to be my next question. Did the domino mask have any UV blocking effect in it?
It did because it was painted red with a black outline. Yep. So I went back to work. Hey guys!
Oh yeah. I was on the swim team in high school, and all the girls had to deal with that for prom dresses, for prom season. Because you couldn't wear anything strapless. Otherwise, you have the big old anyways.
Yeah?
I just haven't dealt with it in a while. I did wear sunscreen before I left, but I didn't reapply throughout the day.
Okay.
Dang it. I'm too old to be getting sunburns. I'm going to look older now. No. Just inconvenient.
Right, just inconvenient. I just don't like smearing myself with chemicals.
Oh.
Which is, may sound weird as I stand here in my shop and huff them, but it just, I don't need to do it.
I'm always curious because some birds can see UV lights and stuff like that. Like pigeons, they have like these UV decorations on their wings.
Yeah.
That we can't see, but if you shine a light, they can see.
Right.
So I'm wondering if they're flapping around looking at all the people wearing sunscreen going, what is wrong with them?
Right.
Or if they just do that in general, looking at us.
Well, they probably do.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed there's been some scientific stuff done with how our skin reacts to UV. And a lot of us actually have basically tiger stripes that are visible under particular wavelengths where you get this slightly darker pattern and a slightly lighter pattern. The study that I saw, they actually colored it green for some reason, but
I can imagine me being very polka dotted.
Yeah.
Because I have lots of spots. Stripes or spots. Oh, good word. So you just traced the height of this thing onto here?
Right.
Is there a reason?
What I was worried about was this goes on in a particular way, and it has to fit around a compound shape. So I was hoping that by tracing it, I would be able to help myself put it in the right position. Obviously, there's only one way it can go, but once contact cement's on it, it's going to be a little funky to glue on.
Yeah, looked like experience, but I'm like, wait, what are you doing and why?
And it's something that I may not need. It may not matter, but I would rather do it.
And not need it than to have not done it and gone,
And go, oh.
I can't get in there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Especially if you lift it up off the table and you're not having that flat surface to balance it on anymore.
Right. And the table isn't perfectly flat either, so.
Oh, of course not.
Because I have yet to go out and buy myself. Oh, hey, look, someone's coffee.
Oh.
I have yet to go out and buy myself a larger piece of metal or wood to put underneath the cutting board, the cutting mat, whatever it is. Oh, hey, this one got cut and mashed a little bit.
Happen eventually. Oh, I see. It fought a ghost.
Yep.
That's my excuse.
Well,
So,
it's just four
Steve D wants to know, why are you cutting holes in the back plate?
We were cutting holes in the back plate as per the instructions. The idea is it's a way for Lost Wax, his plan, so I just went ahead and copied it. That's how he's going to put the battery pack in there.
Accessibility.
That's all it is accessibility. And if it turns out to be the wrong size, we can cut something new and make a new plug. But right now, I'm following the directions like, someone who isn't thinking about what he's doing.
I'm sorry, Bruno. You have to be down there now. I don't think he likes that answer. So Jerry Rig Props has a question.
Okay.
He wants to know, is there anything else I can use as a diffuser in between the foam and plastizote?
More layers of plastizote. Because Jerry just bought some plastizote and had it delivered, which is fun. A lot of the projects I've done with plastizote have actually been, a little ways from the mic, 2 layers. So that's worked out really well for me.
Halo.
What else could you use to just diffuse it? If you're trying... You don't have a whole lot of space, depending on what you're building, right? So let's pretend you're building, say, a Leviathan Axe, where you don't have a whole lot of space between the LEDs and your effect. You probably can't get it as easily anymore, but that translucent milk jug plastic would probably work pretty good. What else could you use? Because even diffusion paper for photography is still going to provide hot spots. It gets really tricky to get something with zero thickness that will really disperse light.
Silk.
Silk, there you go.
Silk.
Give silk a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In all reality, that's what they use on lights all the time because of the heat resistance, the diffusability.
So it's
And
legit
that's why
silk.
silks.
Oh,
Silk.
okay.
It's really great with light.
There you go.
What is he trying to do?
I don't know what his project is.
Okay.
But he's got plastizote. I know that's a 4mm non-EVA foam. It's a different type of foam, but it is translucent, and I've used it a lot. I'll be using it in an upcoming build here in probably 2 weeks, and because I need to get back on schedule in like a massive kind of way.
I think next year you just got to plan for con season.
There's other things that I needed to plan for and do differently that happened at the end of last year that affected the beginning of this year. It wasn't just con season.
And
I got
I won't
sick,
judge anymore,
and
sorry.
that was an issue. But I also burnt myself out, and I'm trying to get out of that because I don't want to be burnt out. As I sit and do the different things, it's like I still enjoy doing all this. How come I can't just get myself to get down there and get started? So.
I get it. Getting going sometimes the hardest part.
Oh, in a big way. But yeah, I did too much in too little time, and I've done that once before, and it caused a break and release, and this time it caused a much larger and longer one that I'm still not out of.
Okay. So Jerry Rig Props is making a shield.
Oh, okay.
But I depends on the application, wouldn't put silk out of the running.
No, so yeah.
Because you can glue it in place, pull it taut. It's a woven.
It's gonna be flexible. It's not gonna break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good on light diffusion. I hope that helps. And you can do multiple layers. So you can do like a thicker silk or a thinner silk. So you can diffuse it more or less.
Okay. Well, if you're doing a shield, the LEDs could be right up behind the silk. I mean, it'll still diffuse them, but I imagine they'll still have hot spots. Of course, I'm totally thinking of my own thing in my head, so I may be wrong. Bruno apparently has the right idea, though.
He has opinions, and he is mad we are not paying attention to them.
2 weeks in a row, and this is the way you want to act, huh, sir? No.
Right? He's like, I know the cool spot is up there. That is where I get the belly rubs.
Yep, that's where all the attention is. And you know what? I need all the attention. Hello and welcome to the Bruno Pets live stream. My name's Odin.
And it doesn't matter what my name is because, we got Bruno.
So for the next 2 hours, we're going to be petting Bruno, and of course he's going to be looking at our face, so his hind end will be pointed at you. So enjoy the stream.
Soon he's going to get a little kitty friend, and then he won't be the center of attention anymore.
Okay. Like kitty cat?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, anyways, you're gluing?
I'm gluing.
Okay.
I think I'm going to start with just gluing on the seam here first.
Doing the corner?
Just doing the corner, and then I'll add glue here, so hopefully I can get it into the corner and get it placed right. But when you have foam that's up against each other, and then you want to put glue in there, it can be real tricky getting it to dry. So I hope my heat gun will help.
Mickey Rat says, "Hi, Bruno." So, at least we have some enthusiasm for the Bruno stream.
Yes, hello, Mickey. At any time, Mickey, you want to have a high-pitched barking dog on your radio show, just let us know and we'll drop Bruno right on by. Go ahead and let us know if you've got a link, what your URL is for streaming from your radio show. Mickey Rat, for everyone else who doesn't know what Mickey Rat is, not only is he a patron and has been a friend for a very long time, but he was one of the prop makers for the Grunt film with Trash Film Orgy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we met him at the Crocker.
Con.
Yeah, when he was promoting his radio show. Or his radio station, actually.
He says, "I already have one of those, LOL."
Yes, but do you have a brute? No, okay, fine.
Yeah. We don't talk about brute.
Yeah, there's that. That's right, I'm just going to go here.
Make sure you're on the right, side
Yeah.
of the right angle.
Yeah, I was thinking, do I have to start up here? And it's like, no, I'm down here, not up here.
No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so easy to sew an arm into a neck hole. It just is one of those things that I do not judge people on double checking.
What I've done so many times, because I've managed to avoid, I feel like I've managed to avoid that. I haven't. I know I've sewn a sleeve into a neck hole, but I'll end up not turning one of them right side out. And so, one is inside out and the other one's right side out. And so, yeah.
Right sides of the fabrics also can be tricky too.
Yep.
Because they can look the same or have a different nap. And so then they look the same, but then one's this way and one's that way, and all of a sudden it's completely different colors. Yeah, no.
I think I've avoided most of those fabrics.
Tricky things. You don't know until you know, and then you're like...
Yeah. Perhaps, Captain, it's time for a colorful metaphor.
Now he's just whining. He's all upset over there. We just don't care.
So, other upcoming things I'm excited about. Next Wednesday, so not this week, but next week, for all of you in the Sacramento area, like Mickey Rat, the Crest Theater, which is that really pretty theater downtown on K Street.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Yeah. I've got a friend who's putting on a special showing of Star Wars on May the 4th, which is a Wednesday.
It's a national holiday, didn't you know? No.
Yeah, totally. Happy May the 4th be with you. And so, he's got A New Hope is going to be playing at the theater. He's trying to put together a little tiny sort of convention, sort of gathering thing. So the 501st and some artists. He wants me to come out with all the Star Wars stuff that I've built. Actually, I'd like to bring perhaps I could borrow the dress form and bring out the Endor Leia.
Oh, yeah. I have 2 dress forms if you need.
Just one, because
okay.
I think with your hood and so she made an Endor poncho for both of us. Personally, I like the way the Leia helmet turned out better than the larger helmet, and I like the way the Leia poncho looks and fits. It's just all of it. Yeah.
No worries, I like it too.
Yeah. So I would love to put that up if you bring that, because it's the one cosplay thing
that's full on Star Wars.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
last May the 4th's project.
It was last May, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Rebel Base Builds. I love his name. It's so much fun to say.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about trying to do something this year, and then I just kind of got
Life.
quiet. Yeah, I got kind of lifed.
Yeah, no, it's easy to be overwhelmed.
Been feeling overwhelmed, that's for sure.
Yes.
Not proud.
It's okay. Yeah. So, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. He's also, in addition to all these artists and other convention-like tables he's setting up, he's also got two or four now, I think, actors. I don't know if they're all specifically from New Hope or if they are Star Wars actors, because one of them doesn't sound... It's two Jawas and a Tusken Raider, and then there's someone else, something sister, which is like, okay, I don't recognize this character's name, so... But I don't care. They're all universe, so great.
That's cool. Are you going to bring the Star Wars cutouts that Keegan brought?
Yeah, I was planning on that. Yes, that was something I was planning on dragging down there. Was we found R2D2 and Chewbacca cardboard standees. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Those things scare me every once in a while because I don't expect them around the corner. I'm like, what?
Yep. All of a sudden, there's Chewie looking at you.
Yeah, R2 doesn't scare me. I just think, oh, there's not a garbage can. But
Right.
Chewbacca in a dark corner every once in a while.
Beep. Not a trash can. I'm not a trash can.
Yeah, but it doesn't scare me. Yeah. We have to go live in about 5 minutes.
Oh, good to hear.
Are you going to do only one layer? I think you should do two.
Want me to do 2 layers on this?
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
I'm just saying, a couple of the things people were saying is that they wish that they reinforced theirs a little bit more.
Okay.
Some of the flat areas, and that they made a certain box bigger. Just listening to people commenting and talking who have actually built this.
Fair enough.
Right?
Didn't one of the Ghostbusters at Cracker build one of these?
Yeah,
Okay.
we had a conversation. And then also a couple people have commented on videos saying what they would do a little bit differently. And so, just reinforcing and using the heavier stuff on the bigger, flatter areas.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't have enough here. I can go out and get we can totally cut the back piece again if you want from foamed PVC sheet. So it's a rigid foam instead of EVA foam.
We could still keep it EVA foam and just, if we wanted to reinforce it, glue cardboard behind it.
Yep.
I know that's a silly thing, but it's going to give it that sturdiness.
Yeah. Second layer EVA foam helps to give it sturdy.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to spray it with Creature Cast, and I got the semi-rigid and the rigid.
Yeah. So there's ways to strengthen things that, But just keeping that in mind that there's I'm imagining the problems would be that over time it sags over the larger surface areas, especially if there's weight or if you store it on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, gravity.
Gravity's a thing.
James Allen says, I want to build an R2D2 trash can. I know, right?
Right?
He's not trash.
He's not trash.
He's not trash. We love him so much.
Right. But to have an R2D2 trash can where like step on his middle leg and his whole dome pops open. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Well, I was imagining like you push through the face.
Oh, that'd be kind of funny too. Just push through the face.
But I feel like if it was just an R2D2 garbage can, that'd still be exciting.
Do you remember when Pepsi did a promotion with the prequels, and you could go into convenience stores, and there was they have a barrel that was made it look like R2D2, but it was a cooler. They would throw drinks into it, and then had a dome where you reach in through his face to get drinks out.
Did those all like sell off after?
Oh yeah, some fall into collectors' hands. A lot of them just got chucked because the Lasers vacuum form was very lightweight marketing stuff.
Janky.
Yeah, janky.
Okay.
And of course, it was this really weird, wrong aspect ratio R2D2. You know, he was taller and skinnier than he should have been because it was using an existing cooler. But you know, you knew who he was, and it was fun, and I still remember it, so it worked.
Right. Cheeseaholic says, I've seen R2D2 mailboxes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I want him to like stick out and grab the mail.
Right. I think I talked about it before. There was one of the members of the R2 Builders Club at WonderCon in LA did a mashup of R2 and Robbie the robot from Forbidden Planet. So the black robot with the clear domed head with a bunch of valves, and he had these little antennae that went on the side. So it was still R2's domed head, but it was clear with his blue markings in his eyeball. Inside, he had a proportional valve setup that did the thing, and then he had the two antennae that came off the side. Yeah, it was really cool.
Interesting. Somehow I'm imagining R2-D2 as one of those phones from the 90s that were clear plastic and you could see their innards.
Oh, yeah. Isn't there an R2-D2 phone? Oh, this is a Darth Vader phone. I'm sure there's an R2-D2 phone.
I can see how it could be a thing. I'm sure there's a phone case at least.
At least. Because the Vader phone, which, doesn't work, is up in the audio booth here in the front of the studio. Up in the
you have one?
Yeah, Ashley's got one up there.
Oh.
Yep. As well as like a cookie jar and one of the little micro machine play sets that pops open.
They have a Star Wars sewing machine. That's the brother brand of the sewing machine that I really like.
Yeah?
And it's an embroidery machine that has built-in stitches that are Star Wars, and it's too kitschy for me to justify getting. You know what I mean?
Fully?
Like, I know it's a good sewing machine, but...
You're paying extra for the name and for pre-programmed...
For the Star Wars name.
For the Star Wars name, not for brother.
Yeah.
For the Star Wars license and for the pre-programmed stitches and embroidery things that you might use once.
Yeah. So, like, it's one of those things, I wanted it. I've looked at it a few times, but I can't. Because I don't need any of those.
Right. No, if it was pre-programmed to do, was it Arabesh? I was putting an R in Arabrush, but it's Arabesh, the Imperial font. If that was pre-programmed the machine, so you could just, I want this and do the words. That would be kind of cool, but it's actually easy enough to do that with a computer anyway.
It did have an alphabet, so...
Okay.
So that is one of the benefits, because I do look for that if a sewing machine has an alphabet in their stitch selection.
Oh, cool.
If they have 1,000,000 stitches, why don't you have the alphabet?
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. Even if it's just Arial, yeah.
Yeah, no, a basic alphabet, so I can,
yeah,
write my name in stitches at the end of a project. I know it's a silly thing, but I enjoy doing it.
It's noon.
It's time to let people over?
Let's let some people in. I'm going to step over here really quick.
Yeah, there's dogs to navigate down there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Toby's being very well behaved.
Yeah.
So I put that down so he would calm down. They like to sit on my jackets.
Oh, okay.
Like, when I was gone this weekend, they took 2 of my coats.
Okay.
Like, one's upstairs that turned into their nest and another one downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I will sacrifice a jacket so Bruno's chill.
Nice. You just have to wash it.
Right.
Theoretically.
Obviously, if they think it smells good enough for them to cuddle on, it's probably a sign that it needs to be washed. So.
I can agree with this.
Yeah.
Alrighty. There we are. We have kicked over to being live. Is it just me or does a cyclotron kind of look like a huge foam finger? Yes. Yes, yes it does.
We've said that a few times.
Right. It's a speech bubble. It's a huge foam finger. But it's a, your number one finger. That's what it is. It's a, just a minute or, that's what the finger is.
Yeah.
Even if you're a 3-fingered being, it's still, the, hey! or it could be a thumb up, I suppose, maybe. But anyway.
Yeah. Oh, hit the thumb ups.
Yeah, hit the thumb ups.
Yeah.
Did you turn it off?
I did turn that off.
Okay, something got quiet. It was like, wait a minute, something changed.
Yeah. Oh, James Allen just looked up that sewing machine on Amazon, and it's $600. It's gone up $100 since the last time I've seen it.
Right, and it's effectively the same sewing machine as the one you got.
No, that one is the embroidery one. So it's a step above.
Okay, so it's a step above. That's good.
Yeah. No, it's the one I like. It's the same brand.
Right.
But it's the embroidery machine version, which I'm interested in. But instead of just being the embroidery, it's the Star Wars embroidery.
Okay.
And that's the premium that I'm like, I can't justify.
Right, fair enough.
Because I really don't need. But I like the way the sewing machine looks. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's
yeah.
silly. But I did have a Death Star
totally
for a
understand.
minute. But I was very disappointed in that sewing machine.
I do remember that one. And thank you for bringing the sewing machine back by. I was able to use it and hem some pants. So exciting, but
I need to take it back with me and not forget it today because I have to turn a hoodie into a zip-up hoodie.
Yes, you do. I have that upstairs.
Okay, I can't forget that either.
Okay, well, we will do that. But now I'll use my speech bubble. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the public portion of the Odin Makes live stream. Hello, my name is Odin.
Hi, I'm Felicia, and this guy, who
Down
is
here,
like determined to say hi.
Determined to be part of this. This is the back end of Bruno.
He says hi.
He says hi. Happy tails. But both Bruno and Toby are here in the studio with us today. Toby just got excited because I said his name. Hi, how are you? Well, he didn't get up, though.
No, he's
He
like...
shuffled. He's all splooted down onto the floor.
Yeah, he knows what's going on. He knows.
Yeah.
He just stays quiet. Nope, Bruno.
Bruno, on the other hand, is a diva.
Yes. Pay attention to me.
Pay attention to me.
This is why we can't have nice streams.
But I want to thank you all for coming over to the public portion. We've been live and been talking and been working a little bit with the patrons. So those of you who are catching us live, you could have caught an additional 45 minutes if you wanted to go jump over and look at patreon.com/Odin Makes and join at any level. That'll get you early access to live streams and early access to videos when I get them finished with enough time to actually post them early. Which, you know, I con crunch my videos, which is just I need to get out of that mentality because that was something else that was just a major stumbling block. So,
Don't worry, we're just live here.
it's okay. Well, I'm just trying to talk about my faults. So, more build videos are 100% coming. I'm going to get back on getting those done and getting those out on a regular basis because I still very much enjoy the channel, very much enjoy building, very much enjoy editing. I just don't like writing. I found out I really don't like writing the scripts. But you know what? I can get help building. I can get help barking. I can get help painting. I can get help editing. I can get help doing everything but writing. There's nobody else can help me do that at all. I would pass that off in a friggin' heartbeat if anyone else could know what I was doing and be able to talk about the dumb things I was thinking about. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Bruno, all done.
Nobody's out there, Bruno.
Thank you.
But we're continuing with building the Proton Pack build and starting to actually glue pieces together.
Yeah. So we got this side of the right angle glued and getting glued in, but not this side yet.
Right.
Just FYI. Catching you up where we're at.
Yeah, let's do that guy.
So
I'm holding it flat to the table, right, because the foam is actually, you can look here on the flat table, you can see it. The foam is actually a little curved, so by holding it flat, I can get the ends to kind of match up without having to pick it up and sort of force it together. Of course, this corner over here lifted, but still.
smoosh, and then you smoosh,
Yep.
and you smoosh.
You smoosh and you smoosh. It's foam, which means it's flexible, and it's funny how just that little bit made it so much different.
Right? It's amazing. You can hold it by it.
Yeah.
Contact cement.
Contact cement. Contact cement high. No. Kids, we're doing a bad example. We're not using our safety gear. You want to use your safety gear because contact cement fumes are one of those things that...
I haven't smelled it, but you've been over there.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So. Masterman Plays says, who you gonna call?
Foam Busters. Okay, sorry, that's bad.
Dustbuster? No.
Dustbusters.
DGamer2099 says, hello, Odin and Felicia. Just jumping on. Today is my birthday.
Ah, happy birthday,
birthday.
D-Gamer. And thank you for jumping in.
Yes.
Even if it's only long enough to say, it's my birthday, that's fine. Hello, thank you for joining.
Happy birthday.
So part of the fun is I decided to glue the one portion on. Now I gotta glue the other portion on and stick it all together.
Without getting them smooshed before you want them to smoosh.
Exactly. And that's...
Do you need to use paper?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to use paper.
Do you need a piece?
I will need some pieces of paper, yes please.
I can just watch you struggle.
You can.
That's always entertaining. I know you always rip it.
I don't care. You wanna cut it, cut it. The little dispenser thing I tried to put together doesn't really work as well as I wanted it to, so, yeah.
Right? Gotta steal one from the parchment paper containers.
Yeah, there you go.
the little saws.
The little sawtooth. Yeah, that's a great idea.
You know how many of those I've cut myself on? Too many.
Yeah, the next time we run out of parchment or the aluminum foil, yeah, maybe.
Has anyone ever run out of those Costco aluminum foils?
Yes.
You've gone through that much?
Yes.
I don't currently have one, so... But I've never seen the end of one of those.
Okay. Well, it wasn't so much the giant industrial one. Costco at this point sells like 2 rolls.
Okay.
It's a big roll.
They've changed it up?
Yeah, it's not the giant block of aluminum that it used to be.
I think it's because people don't eat them after they buy the one.
Yeah, probably.
They're not needing to consume. We probably should change it.
Exactly. This is lasting too long. We're not making any more sales.
Exactly. Space City Prop says, Odin! Hey, buddy!
Hello,
Finally
Space
making
City.
it to a live stream.
Sweet. Hello, Space City Props.
And Orpheus the Dragon. Orpheus?
Orifice?
Orifice?
It's probably Orpheus.
Orpheus?
Yeah, I doubt it's Orifice.
Orpheus. The Dragon.
Oh, the dragon.
Says, hi, you two. How has been your month?
It's been a month. It's actually been a pretty good month. I'm in much better spirits than I was in March.
Well, it started off with a joke.
Your month?
Yeah, it's April.
Oh, yeah, it starts off with a joke.
Started out a joke. It was hilarious. I enjoyed it. And so far, so good. Can't complain. Just got back from an adventure.
Very cool.
Have more adventures coming up.
Yes.
When I was down there in the city, I noticed that they're having this big Jim Henson exhibit. And I have to go back to that.
Oh, you didn't go?
No, I didn't go to that.
Oh,
I saw it while I was there, and I'm like, that is something I need to take a picture of so I can have the details because that looks cool.
That does look, yeah, because that looked, yes. Also, the Muppets collectible figure line from Lego has been released. So for those of us who enjoy the little Lego minifigs, you now get Kermit and Fozzie and Rolf and Miss Piggy and Statler and Waldorf and Animal and...
Miss Piggy, Animal, and Kermit, for sure.
Okay.
Those are the 3.
Forgetting her. It's not Liz. The bassist for Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. What's her name? The one who doesn't have any eyes and just the big lips. Yeah,
I love her.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm forgetting her name. And then there's also the Swedish chef. And so, and Fozzie and Gonzo. Gonzo comes with Henrietta. So it is an official Lego chicken piece with eyeshadow. Because that's Henrietta.
Oh, nice. So you can get, like, fancy girl chicken.
Yeah, you got a fancy girl chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because chickens are girls.
Yes.
Sisters are boys.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would love to see that exhibit.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool. And I bet Geek Pride would love to see it if he hasn't been there already. Hopefully you're feeling better, Geek Pride, if you're watching Lee. I don't know if you're watching right now, but...
Maybe future Lee.
Maybe future Lee. So,
yeah.
Either way, I hope you're feeling... Breathwaite? It's one of those things I ever think of. Breathwaite. Well, it's weight is pretty much the end of it. Okay. Even though it's WHITE or whatever, but it's that's white. But it's it's whatever. It's
yeah. But that sounds like fun. I'm like, okay, I have another excuse to go to the city.
Sweet.
So, yeah. J-Rig Pross burnt his toast, so.
That's it. Stream's over. Toast is burnt. We're done.
It's not the end of the world. Just scrape it off and add butter.
It's the total end of the world. I mean, bread is a precious commodity. You think you can just go to the store and get bread? You think it just comes sliced? This is toast we're talking. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yes. So Zach said, I saw the Jim Henson exhibit in LA a few years ago. It was great. So
cool.
Definitely have to go see it. I want it.
Yeah.
So bad.
Was it you that talked about it? Or did I read it somewhere else? That the original Kermit was made from Henson's mother's coat, and of course his eyes were ping pong balls.
Yeah.
Or halves of a ping pong ball.
With the trace of the
retail hang tabs. Okay.
Yeah, but no, we did not have that conversation.
Oh, okay.
But I know what you're talking about.
Right. Cool.
DGamer2099 wants to know, have you watched the Thor Love and Thunder trailer.
Frame by frame. Yes.
Maybe
yes,
a
I
time or
have.
two.
I've downloaded it, as well as all the Buzz Lightyear trailers. Both of those I'm super excited about. Thor, I'm very excited about, and I'm glad we finally saw a teaser trailer. And yep, it's what I want. At least I'm pretty sure it is. The teaser trailer is certainly ticking off the boxes of, okay, this doesn't look like it's gonna suck. Which, with Taika, I wouldn't expect it to. But, there's that fear.
Right? You're like, please don't let my expectations, hopes, and dreams just ruin this before it even gets out.
Right. Oh, or you could say, he's the god of thunder, so is lightning going to hit twice? Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, it is all about expectations. Like, I enjoyed the Batman movie. I sat in the theater and literally enjoyed it because I had super low expectations. I was not excited about that movie at all. And it did its thing. It did its thing totally different than almost all the other Batman movies. And I loved it because I didn't have expectations.
Lessons in life. Lower your expectations, people.
Yep. It's an occupational hazard that I need to watch trailers. Otherwise, it's way better to just not. It's so much better to just go in blind.
I can see that. Orpheus the Dragon says, my name is actually pronounced the way how Felicia pronounced it first. Yes! Sorry, I got one.
Hooray!
Team Ghost wants to know, hey Odin, have you seen Moon Knight?
I have seen the first episode of Moon Knight twice. I have not taken the time to sit and watch all of Moon Knight. I was traveling and then downloaded it, because you can do that with the app, right, to my phone so I could watch it in the plane, and then didn't bring my headphones. So I'm not up to speed on that. But I've enjoyed what I've seen, and I hear that it gets better, so that's kind of cool because I've enjoyed what I've seen.
Aussie Wrangler says, hey, it's Chase from Australia, and it's 5 a.m. here. Ha ha ha.
Well, hello, Chase, in
Good morning.
Tuesday. Good morning.
Hope you started the day off right.
And if you can, just because Australia is such a tiny little country, just lean out your window and say hi to Trash Panda, who's also in Australia. Are there Trash Pandas in Australia?
No, they're...
Yeah, I think they're only
they're
North American, right?
probably, like, migrated over there, but not naturally.
Yeah.
I wonder...
Yeah, because Trash Panda is a North American animal, or
Yeah.
is it an American animal only, right?
Yeah. But they're related to red pandas, which are Southeast Asia.
Which are a new Pixar movie, anyway.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. I like pandas. They're my favorite animal.
Yeah.
No, I mean raccoons. Trash pandas. Raccoons are my favorite animal. Pandas, they're cute. But I really do like raccoons.
Right. Yes, pandas are cute and fun, and I would rank them amongst my favorite animals, but I do agree with the internet that how the hell do those things survive in the wild? It just seems so...
I feel like they're the Buddhist monks of bears. Like, they're supposed to eat
Okay.
and choose not to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, they're just weird, peaceful, happy creatures, and you just gotta let them be.
You brought me a paper, and I didn't use it.
No, I know, I saw it. I was just like...
But thank you.
Sometimes it's more of a struggle to get it in there than it is just to smoosh it.
And that's what she said.
Waynard says pick, and then he says Pico. Not sure how pick got there.
Pick is the beginning of peak. It says Pico. That was just his personal little greeting that he always did.
Bruce Marvel 88 wants to know: are you going to make any Doctor Who stuff for the 60th anniversary?
I don't have anything planned at the moment, and what I'd like to know, because I'm super excited, the Peter Cushing movies have been cleaned up, digitally restored, blown up to 4K, and will be playing as Fathom events in the UK. Are there any American showings? I'll totally go see those in the theater. Especially since I think I've only seen part of one of them.
Could you arrange a showing at the Crest?
I probably could. I don't know if I could get the 4K version, though.
Oh. Okay.
And that's part of the excitement, because it's all cleaned up and restored, and not the copy of a copy of a copy that most of us in America have.
I know. They have to translate it
Yep.
from English to English.
Yes, or well, from English to American, but we literally do that here. There's a production that comes by here where it's a British show, but they make the American version, so they have American actors come in and do the parts, and we shoot the one on-screen guy who represents the voice of authority, who's an American, because nobody can understand an English accent, I guess.
It's too metric.
It's too metric, yes. Quit speaking in metric.
Adding those extra letters were too cheap to use.
That's it. We don't have time for that. Aluminium? Aluminum's fine.
Anna Music, the Real Life Project, wants to know, normal videos when? Eventually.
We were talking about that during the Patreon-only portion of the live stream, which if you want to catch, check out patreon.com/Odin Makes. I've been saying this for weeks. I apologize. It's one of those things, I got off track, and it is really hard to get back on track. I've got one in the works right now. I've got it 80%, 90% shot. I've got the script 90% written. It's a video all about a laser cutter that Longer sent me. It's a new Ray 5. It's a 5-watt open architecture laser cutting machine. So it's a review video, but you know,
it's a video.
It's a video, and I'm excited about what I can do with it with other projects. So almost immediately, I'm going to do another project that requires cutting out a couple of intricate parts that are not only symmetrical with a whole bunch of organic shapes, but they both need to be nested. So one is slightly different size than the other because they both have to go around a curve. So challenges. So there's be a lot of like thought that goes into that, and then hopefully I can just cut it once. But yeah, we'll find out. I also realize I might need to tell the Mr. Machine to do what do you call that? Engrave, make a cutout so I can put a wee bit of armature wire into it to help keep it shaped, because once it becomes this open gossamer, you know, web-looking shape, that it may not have enough strength to actually hold the curve that I want it to hold. So I might have to help it.
Yeah. There's lots of ways to do that. It's interesting to, like, you won't know until you're fully into the challenge.
Pretty much, yeah.
How is it going to behave? Yeah.
Maybe I won't bother with that right off the bat. I can always just put thin bits of aluminum on the back, because I've got thin bits of aluminum. As long as I've got enough meat to put back there. Anyway.
Reinforcements.
Challenges.
Yes.
So otherwise, we are actually starting to glue parts to parts.
So, Trixo the Clown says hello.
Hello, Trixo.
And Disculpo du Ver 5, 1 through 2. I have no idea how you pronounce it. Most of it is weird letters.
Oh, I'm seeing, my glasses are off, but I see a lot of darker text. All right.
Yeah, it says, how is the project more hardest to do in your opinion? I think they're asking what's the hardest part of the project. It's translated from Brazilian.
Oh, gotcha. Getting started. 100% getting started. And then the second hardest is, with the videos, is getting the script written.
I want to know how long you've had those Alice packs before you ever started this.
Oh, I've had those Alice packs at least 2 years. No, that's pandemic. It's got to be going on 3 or 4.
Getting started, right?
Getting started. Getting started is really, really rough. I was talking in the live stream about the upcoming video. I got it shot. I finished shooting like last Friday, and I'm still trying to chew my way through doing a script. Everything in my produced videos, when you watch them, if I'm not talking on screen like I am now, it's scripted. I actually write it down on a piece of paper, and so all the voiceover, I'm reading from that. I might change it when I'm actually standing here reading it, because I'll stand in the same spot with the same mic when I read my voiceover. But it is all scripted, because that way I can hand it off to Ellis or someone else if they want to edit it. And they have a script with timelines that they can follow along. Man, I freaking hate writing it out. It makes for better videos. I can admit that. I didn't so much at first. I did more outlines and then kind of winged it. And that's the early like Blue Shell videos and stuff were done like that, because even then I didn't want to write. But I do recognize the videos are definitely better when I do that, and so I will continue to do that. And I've been doing that even for myself when I'm the only one editing it. I hate doing that.
Yep. Masterman plays says, I'm in Ireland and it's 8 o'clock here. Well, good morning to you. Or evening.
Evening.
Yeah, they're
Evening.
not us.
No, they're ahead of us.
Well.
So yeah, it is 8:20 right now.
Oh.
8:23 or whatever. The minutes, generally speaking, are the same throughout the world.
Yeah.
I think there's like one time zone where the minutes aren't the same because someone's got to be different. But so yeah, they just jump by hours in Ireland. Ireland and the UK in general is 8 hours ahead of us.
Okay. Yeah.
I find maps and time zones and things fascinating.
Matt Spinopolice wants to know, will you make ghost traps to go along with the packs? Need somewhere to trap those busted ghosts.
Yes, there is definitely a plan to make ghost traps, and I've had at least one fan send me their pattern that they used. But a ghost trap is small enough. I'll probably do that as a video or a 2-part video, because I think this is going to take long enough, especially with the neutrino wand, to that we're good. I don't need to be doing a whole bunch more. Like all the other Ghostbuster parts we're going to do will probably end up being standalone videos, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. So Steve D says you can crash at mine if you want to watch it here at the UK.
Oh, sweet.
Xeno Killer's here. Hey guys. Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Mickey Rat says, ooh, I was hoping for a laser cutter video.
Cool. Yeah. Hey, Mickey, you need to use a laser cutter? Come on over. I've worked with him before. I'm happy to share that.
Xeno Killer wants to know, I have a question. How would you make a tattered sweater like the Goblin in No Way Home design? I'd have to see it. I haven't.
Yeah, I'd have to see it. I don't remember. Because he was wearing like a homeless sweater, right? That just had a lot of... Weathering clothes is... There's whole departments. That's all they do in Hollywood.
Yeah, that is a job in of itself.
There's actually a really good behind-the-scenes talk about that for Terminator 2, because they needed 9 or 12 versions of Arnie's jacket at different stages of destruction as the movie goes on, but they didn't shoot it in order. So everything had to be pre-planned. All the destruction that happens had to be planned out, and all those had to be done. So,
oh, I see.
Yeah, do you see it?
Okay, so first of all, I would probably hit it with like shoe polish, black spray paint. They make cosmetic coal dust. You know, like you're gonna need to get some highlights and dirt on those seams. Paint or more permanent stuff is going to be better, but ultimately you're not trying to go for a clean thing, so I wouldn't be afraid of using like even coffee grounds or like I said, coal dust directly.
Coal dust, yeah.
Yeah, directly on those folds and seams.
Like just out of the fireplace type
No,
coal
no, no,
dust.
no. They make like.
Well, they actually make sanitary coal dust.
Yeah, like cosmetic grade.
Oh, right. Yeah,
like,
they do. For theater and film, yeah.
Yeah.
As well as there's another stuff called Texas Dirt. That's that really great.
Yeah, that's
red-brown.
kind of red-brown.
Yeah.
This one I would use a black because you could just get your fingers in there and grind it into the seams.
Okay.
And then I would use a rotary tool. Ooh.
Mail's here!
I would use a rotary tool to go over the seams to distress them.
Ooh. Yes.
And
We have something to open up at 1 o'clock. Actually, I have some letters too. I have some legitimate fan mail.
yeah.
I'm interrupting you.
No worries. I was just looking at the hem of it where it's all shredded off. Now you don't want to do shreds like you're cutting little triangles, like, you know, the classic zombie costumes, because those don't really look realistic. You could do that a little bit, but ultimately, like what I like to do is grab a whole handful of the fabric where I want it to be really tattered, and I grab it and bunch it up into a wad, and then I start cutting off all the little knobs in my hand, and then I let it go down, and I call that zombie lace because it gives it a really organic, tattered look, and then you can kind of shred it from there. Sandpaper's your friend.
Definitely.
High textured fabric. It's gonna show off. It's gonna like really pop when you add the contrast black in there. That's gonna help with it. But yeah, so I would dirty it up using some kind of black of various options. I don't care, you know. Rotary tool on the seams to just really give it that worn look.
Right, this is all the double seams like in the side of your jeans where it's worn down and it's starting
like
to really
edges.
fray. But it's not open, it's just,
shredded. It gives it that texture. And then at the hem, it does have kind of those stripy shreds, But on top of doing the Sharpie shreds, I would do the kind of zombie lace to it. And I think between all of that, throw it on the ground, kick it around a few times, and then you should be good.
Yep. They also talked about weathering and zombifying all the suits and clothes for Michael Jackson's Thriller video. If you actually wanted to go and try and find the making of for that. And they joked about actually burying them outside for a weekend to help get them dirty and look like they came out of a grave. And when they pulled them out, a lot of them had bugs in them. And they joked that, for all we know, some of them still have bugs in them.
I did zombies like a few times for Smosh, where we had this whole little zombie section.
Yes.
I had zombie prom. I have zombie business wear.
Right.
I figured zombies in suits makes a lot of sense because people typically are buried in suits.
Typically.
And then also when you see somebody in a suit running, you go, what's wrong? You know, you're not dressed appropriately, so mentally your brain goes, what? But that was a lot of fun because, yeah, we did a lot of distressing on those, and then we had to keep it. So even with them laundered, they needed to still look zombified.
Right.
And so the black paint really helped with the red popping for the blood, because you can't, because fake blood doesn't dry like real blood.
Nope.
And if you don't want that fake blood look, anyways.
Yeah, if you want zombie blood or you want dried blood, coffee grounds mixed in with a really dark blood works good. If you want, so doing Rocky Horror Picture Show, if you want what looks like fresh blood but doesn't move and doesn't dry and flake, I used to just put food coloring into KY jelly, and that's what I used for the scar on Eddie's forehead.
Yeah, you also use that for fake sweat.
There you go.
And tears.
When it dries, it remains glossy. And yeah, and most of the time the food coloring came off when I washed it off. I didn't always have a red stain on my forehead the next day.
Barbasol, the foaming shaving cream.
Yeah.
That will take that red dye off your skin like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's not just for transporting dino embryos, but taking.
Yes. So if you have fake blood stains or makeup that's not coming off, you use the Barbasol, let it on your skin wherever the red's not coming off, and you'll see it. It'll start to turn pink because it'll pull the red.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was in my blood kit. So in my blood kit, I had coffee grounds, I had Barbasol,
I saw that.
You have my blood kit.
I have your blood kit.
Yeah.
We just moved it around a little bit, picking up a little bit, trying to repack it. Anyway.
Yeah, but all the distressing things that we naturally needed. And then I had shredded white rags that I'd use to clean up as the blood, but then they turned into these really good looking scabs. So then I would stick those inside of like patches of in the thing, so I didn't have actual real wet or yucky stuff on it. It was just a rag, but it looked like. So when they had no knee, I would just wrap the rag around the
knee, and then you had this nasty underneath. Okay.
Yeah, background.
Is that still for zombie or motorcycle accident?
Oh, we had blood for weird things all the time. I had to be prepared for everything. So I have a blood kit.
Yep.
That has all the, but Barbasol will take the red off. That helps.
That does help. That's amazing.
I know that's nothing to do with the hood, but we got into the blood.
Nah, we're talking about the other blood thing that I loved reading about recently. It's that dad joke prop guy that's on TikTok and a little bit on YouTube. He actually poured a flexible translucent resin that was blood red colored and just made pools. So when they go out on location, they can lay these pools of blood out on the floor, do their shot, and then just pick them up, and they're not having to mop the floor.
I love that. I think that is brilliant.
That is brilliant.
As somebody who used to get not panic attacks, or just, my anxiety would definitely raise every time I saw the word blood
in
the script. Because I'm like, dang, I would have to get 5 of that.
Yep.
And it won't be enough.
Because once it runs and it's bloody, you can't reset.
No.
Not in a timely manner. Yeah.
It takes time for, even if it gets on the skin, then it takes time for to get off.
So the other really cool idea that's, again, kind of blood related but not, and is easily my favorite part of the otherwise impossible to watch Pearl Harbor movie.
Never saw it.
Good. No, it's not. It didn't impress me. I had issues with it. Some of you might like it. That's great. If you don't like it, enjoy it. I just remember going, oh God, when I was trying to watch this movie. they had so many extras they had to do wounds for the attack of Pearl Harbor. They ended up actually printing up temporary tattoo sheets with wounds on them. And so they would just apply this temporary tattoo to their face or their arms or something, and then sponge a little bit of blood on it, and you're now a background character.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, they were able to crank out hundreds of hurt people in minutes.
That was my rag.
That was your rag, yeah.
Because you could put it on the elbow and then in the sleeve, and it's like...
Yep.
You even have it spraying or oozing, you know.
I think the makeup guy actually tried to patent that during the movie. And you can probably still buy them, but you know.
Well, Nicole, her company, Vicious Vanity, Nicole
Okay.
that we work with,
Okay.
the makeup artist.
Right.
She sells those, like, where you can buy the little wounds, and you can buy them pre-made to just instantly put them on your.
Okay.
To use them like that. So she has something similar, but I think she does more she will make them out of latex.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of tattooing.
Well, you talk about zombie lace. Tom Savini used to do it a lot, where he would lay out a piece of something. I think glass is something he usually used, but like plaster will work too a little bit, and then just paint latex onto it, and then once it starts to dry, pick holes into it, and then powder it. And you end up with this kind of a spider web thing that when you pull it, different strands rip at a different time. And so that's what they would use a lot for tearing flesh, or you know, would lay over like the egg when it opens up and Aliens has got some of that laid over
see that,
it. Yeah. And so that was something that they really did a lot, which I thought was a cool idea.
Makes sense. Xeno Killer wants to know, Odin, will you be making these into video tutorials?
The live stream is just a live stream. It'll always be a live stream. But the other props.
Yeah. If you want to see this as a video tutorial, Locks Wax Oz did it. He did an amazing job, and we're copying his. So it's already been done. We're doing his.
Yeah, we're just doing his. So let me.
So it's there. You're welcome.
Squinting hard. We'll go here. No, it's good.
Yeah.
We'll just do that. And so if you wanted to click over to still. So still,
there you go.
and then cut.
Cut.
So this is the thumbnail for the tutorial, and the pattern that we're using. The channel, like Felicia said, is called Lost Wax Oz, O-Z. We're looking at Chris Hubert and his floor mat foam Proton Pack. This is literally what we're building. I did contact Chris at the very beginning and said, hey, do you mind if we do this? And he was like, no, go for it. So, nice.
Yeah, he packaged it. He did a really good job. He gave us really detailed instructions that we're following.
Yes.
So if you want this in an easy to digest chunk, go check out his video.
It's a 3-part video. First part's half an hour. We're still working on the first part. We're only 18 minutes in on the first video. So
you have plenty of time to catch up to us.
Yeah. We are going slower, partly because we only do the work during the live stream, and we're constantly distracting ourselves and talking. So
yeah. So like crafting.
Crafting.
Yeah. So let's go back up to where I was reading from.
Yeah, something about blood.
No, it was wanted to know about distressing a hood, and then I got into blood.
Oh, distressing the...
Yeah, because you don't necessarily need blood for distressing.
No, for distressing goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you didn't ask, let's go on half an hour on how to distress blood.
Yes. So Marvel Guy, just last night, I actually saw both Sonic Hedgehog 1 and 2 in one day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. I enjoyed that movie. I did see that one.
I have not seen it, and I felt like I should have, because they actually listened to the internet and fixed Sonic. Because, oh my gosh, that first one, the first preview trailer was just an atrocity. Who said okay to this? How did Sega sign off on this?
I enjoyed both movies. And I really liked the second one. I think I might have liked the second one better than the first one.
Oh, really?
Which
Okay.
doesn't often happen with second movies.
No.
But I think I like this one better.
Well, I know Dark Knight I enjoyed more than Batman Begins, and Empire I think is a better story than Star Wars.
And the worst part of the whole movie, in my opinion, was the dad character.
Oh, Michael Gross is No. It's not Michael Gross. Michael Gross is great. Burt Gummer.
It felt like he was talking to a green screen where everybody, like...
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
It just felt a disconnect.
Yeah.
Like, when he came on screen, I felt like I wasn't in the universe, but everyone else was part of the universe, if that makes any sense.
That does.
So,
yeah.
That was my only critique, but as soon as I just said it out loud and accepted him as that.
Right. He's an actor doing the best he can.
Right. It's hard to talk to a...
Yeah, it is. It's hard to talk to a ping pong, to a tennis ball taped to a C stand.
Yeah.
Here's your
co-star.
Co-star. Now act.
Yes, but
yeah, no, that's
Dr. Robotnik was my not
yeah.
Robotnik. No.
Yeah, it's Dr. Robotnik.
They?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Dr. Eggman. He's also Dr. Robotnik, isn't it? It's the same guy, isn't it? Robotnik is Dr. Eggman, both?
I didn't want to say it. I just anyways.
It's okay. I'm not a huge...
He was amazing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know he was gonna be that great, but I really liked him. Like he came alive.
Right.
So I really liked that movie a lot. So hope you liked it too, Marvel Guy.
Yeah, nothing bad about Sonic. It wasn't a franchise that grabbed me, so I know of it through having never played any of them.
Okay.
I didn't have the system, so it's just...
That's one of those few ones that luck would get me pretty far.
Oh, there you go.
Randall, what?
Sorry, I knew friends that were just totally into it. You constantly dye your hair blue. Anyway.
Cool. Randall Wheels Jackson says, too much talking, not enough building. Ha ha ha.
And that, my friends, is a live stream in a nutshell.
Yes. Bernie Davis says, hi everyone, how are all of you today? I'm off work today. Well, lucky you. Me too. I'm off work today.
Yes. That is off work and not awkward.
Off work.
Off work. Off work is good.
Yes. Schultz Division says, hello everyone. Hope you're all doing good today. First day with my home office. Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh.
So I'm glad.
That's good. Hello, Schultz Division.
I'm not productive at home.
It's rough.
That's why I usually come here and bug you.
That's fine.
Because like painting and building stuff, I could steal your stuff, and then I'm not home, so I'm more productive.
Yep.
So.
I think that's an issue I'm running into. Is I've spent too much time here now, especially with the pandemic, that it's home, and I think it's one of my issues.
Yeah, it's hard to be productive in your comfy space.
Yep.
Although, I always want to be creative as soon as I calm down. You know, like I finally don't have to do anything, and then that's when I want to do everything. You know.
Yep. I hear all that too.
Groot Grueson's here saying, hi there, Odin and Felicia.
Hello, Groot.
Sinister Props says, hi. Hello, Sinister Props.
Hello, Sinister Props.
I follow them on Instagram.
Yeah. No, they're great. I met Sinister in San Diego. That was great.
James H. says, run fabrics on a belt sander while holding the fabric with a rock and gently let the fabric rock touch the belt. Smart man, don't use your fingers.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, no, I love the belt sanders. The rock is a great idea.
Yeah.
I usually wear leather gloves, but I think I like the idea of using a rock.
Yeah. And a rock is it's an organic shape, so you'll get probably better wear, especially, yeah, no, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so thank you. Okay. Steve D says, antibiotic hand sanitizers removes most stains from skin. It's great on Sharpies, it's great on things, but Barbasol really does great on red. Like, hand sanitizer doesn't do the same. Like, we've tried.
Believe it.
You know, I need you to not be red because you already need to be in bald cap in that scene.
Right.
Oh, the fun times.
Yeah, you have to plan your shots where, okay, blood comes at the end.
Yes. Understand it's going to be 30 minutes to go from this guy to this character.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't just, like, snap your fingers.
A couple weeks ago, I used hand sanitizer to clean off the big whiteboard in the hallway. Worked really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It lifts the ink off.
Yeah, but it also stuck to the wall, and it was actually thick enough that I could spread it around and really, because just doing straight alcohol or even the spritz stuff, because of the size of the whiteboard, it was just drying before I got to it.
Yeah. At work, when I pattern draft, I have to use pens, not pencils, because we don't want the graphite dust to get on the white fabrics.
Right.
And then the tables that we use them for everything, so they need to stay really clean. And if I'm using my pens while I'm pattern drafting, I draw on the tables way too much. You know, I extend the line past the paper. It happens, you know?
Yes.
You don't realize how leaky pens are until you need them to not. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
I usually just squirt hand sanitizer in little pools of my ink stains, and I walk away and come back, and it comes off without having to do anything.
Nice.
So.
Are you using Sharpies for pattern drafting, or
No,
what pens are you using?
Not Sharpies.
Is it dry erase or?
Don't have them with me. I usually have them.
That's fine.
Because I use them to put my hair up in, and I have like them all over.
Okay.
I just use a really sharp, fine point, regular ballpoint pen.
Okay.
But it's a regular ballpoint pen, but I use the sharp ones that give me the finest lines so
Sure.
that they're not gloopy. I did buy a Sharpie branded pen that was supposed to be like instant dry, and I thought it was going to be great.
It
was super smeary. Like, I get it. You have to like let it dry. But if you say instant dry.
Instant is not let it dry.
So.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Thank you, marketing.
Turns out I have opinions about pens. Anyway. Yeah, hand sanitizer gets that off really easily. Miss Mary Mac says, "Hi, I'm late. Went to the store." Well, welcome. Glad you're here.
Hello, Miss Mary Mac.
Yes. Mickey Rat says, "We learned that in TFO, Barbasol is amazing for removing fake blood from the skin."
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, I can imagine you guys needing to know that.
Oh, yeah. After a couple of productions, oh, yeah.
Specifically Barbasol, people. It's weird.
It's really interesting that it is that specific, the classic Barbasol foaming.
Yes, the foaming one, not the gel. Specifically, Barbasol foam. It's amazing.
The cheap one you can get at the dollar store. This is like a brand name thing you can buy at a dollar. Yeah.
Yeah, great for getting rid of blood. Yeah. We used to have zombie walks back in the day.
Yes, some of them were orchestrated by Trash Film.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's how I do them through the costume shop.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Great people. I think I knew them from the comic shop way back in the day, because as soon as I met up again, it's like, oh, I know you. I know you from somewhere. I know you.
It's weird how many people I know from the costume shop, but it's easy how many people just don't recognize me.
Right. It was fun. I was on Dead Malls, Sunrise Mall here in Sacramento. Popped up on our Dead Malls on Reddit not too long ago.
Interesting.
And of course it turned to comic shops. And I used to work at the comic shop across the street from Sunrise Mall. And a whole other Dead Mall that's been converted into a strip mall. And,
I think it was 10 years ago that we decided that was a dying dead mall.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's been.
We did a project on that mall in school.
Oh yeah.
As to why it was failing and what we would do to change it in marketing. Anyways.
Okay.
But interesting that it's.
It is still. Yeah.
Dead.
Oh yeah.
It's Walmart. Went across the street from it.
Yeah, partly. It was dying well before then.
Yeah, but that Walmart died too.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
Oh, wasn't paying attention to that. Sunrise has been on its way out since the 90s, the late 90s.
Consumer habits have changed.
That's exactly what it is. Another mall did open up. That's a bit nicer, not too far away in Roseville. But I think another big factor for why that mall isn't doing well is it's kind of landlocked. It's 15 minutes to either freeway. It's in between Highway 50 and Highway 80, and both of them are a 15-minute drive to get to the freeway. Not a big deal, but there are two other malls in the area that are right off the freeway.
Yeah.
So
that's why people would go there for their secret Macy trips.
Yeah.
Because then things aren't sold out at that one.
Ah, okay.
But I think that's what really kept it in business as long as it did. Because Macy's it had two anchor stores, and that one anchor store wasn't doing as great.
Yeah.
And changed a few times. It's now a grocery store.
Right.
So but Macy's like held on for a while, like because their sales weren't that bad.
Oh, okay.
For that weird reason of they actually were stocked.
Okay. And the Macy's so Sunrise Mall, Birdcage Walk, were two malls that are right across the street from each other, and Macy's had a location in both, and they actually split the departments up. Mm-hmm. So like I
Men's
think,
is over there.
Yeah, men's was over there, and women's and home and stuff was.
They did that often. Men's and homes is one section, and the women's and children's and other fun stuff was in another.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that at the downtown mall too.
Oh, okay, and they also split up the home, because I remember a lot of the dishes, a lot of the specialty
furniture
wedding.
and.
Yeah, but the furniture and other stuff was over the men's. Yeah. Anyway.
The furniture is part of the home stuff. It was men's, but the dishes, yeah.
So everyone else in the world, isn't that exciting? We're talking about retail outlets here in America and how they split stuff up because we buy so much crap. We needed more than one big store with the same name and the same location to sell it all. Yeah. Anyway, oddly enough, they're all closing.
Okay. There's a whole parade that celebrates it.
This is true.
Um.
Okay.
Schultz Division says, when in doubt, use Nail polish remover, but careful on the skin. Careful about nail polish remover on acetates and other synthetic fabrics because it will dissolve it.
Nail polish remover is classically acetone, and yeah.
It eats acetate.
It eats acetate, oddly enough, but also acetone absorbs directly into your skin. It's not just evaporating away when you get acetone in your skin, you're actually absorbing it, and now your liver has to deal with it. And it can pull some of the chemicals that it works as a solvent in with it.
Yeah, and it doesn't take off red nail polish very well either, so it's not getting the red off.
Right.
It's just chemically...
They do make non-acetone nail polish remover that works with nail polish. That's safer for the skin. Doesn't dry out your skin and everything else. But you know, it's not nearly as much fun. I don't know if they do or not.
Yeah, I use whatever's in that bottle, but still, you got to be careful with nail polish remover. I like it for scuffs on shoes.
Yeah.
But not your skin. H70 Polo says, "Ooh yay! Instructions, yes." Xeno Killer wants to know, do you guys ever feel like that eye on the sword is watching you? Yes, it blinks. If you guys watch very carefully.
Yeah, watch carefully. Watch long enough, it'll blink.
Yeah.
No, really. If you didn't see it, you just missed it, so watch again.
Bernie Davis says, yes, Eggman is Dr. Robotnik. Okay, I wasn't being crazy.
Yes,
I just was like, yes. He did such a good job, and I loved his performance.
Yeah.
I really did.
Oh, yeah, no, it was classic Jim Carrey. He was back.
Well,
right?
It wasn't even classic Jim Carrey.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was very Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, good. I apologize.
No worries. Like, because you thought it was going to be Jim Carrey, and you're like, that's not necessarily what I want for... Anyways, he did a great job, and it really felt like he had been like a vendetta against this thing that's not real. You know, like the fake actor on screen. It didn't feel fake with him at all. Like
that's cool.
Like, he was very immersive in the story, and I enjoyed his acting.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Don't apologize.
Go to Lope says Crash was awesome. Yes. Do you guys still have Captain Carter's shield? That's what Marvel Guy wants to know.
Yes, Captain Carter's shield is upstairs. I've actually got I ran out of space behind me, so I've got a lot of props upstairs in the hallway going into my office. That's where the Gundam stands. That's where my Emmys are. Captain Carter's shield's up there. The Havoc staff, Athena's spear. There's a lot of stuff up there because it's safe.
Master Man Play says, have you ever played Crash Bandicoot? I used to have it on my phone when I had a sidekick. Remember those phones that you would click and then they'd flip open and you could do new things? My phone came with Crash Bandicoot. I never got past the first level. I'm that bad. But it was fun. The person that has a name I cannot read, 5, 1 through 2, wants to know, at Odin Makes, will you put sound devices in the Proton Pack?
That is the plan. And
he says, tip, old camera flash have the same sound.
Oh, right. We'll probably use an artificial sound that can easily be amplified, but yeah, there's that high-pitched, yeah, that's very much, especially the disposable cameras would make that noise. You click it, and it had it was converting the single battery into a higher voltage and then charging a capacitor. So you would hear all that happen, and it made that great high-pitched sound. Yep.
That's good to know. So we have something to compare it to.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, Groot Grusin says, I managed to rub off the color from a vintage Star Wars figure using acetone.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
All I wanted was to clean off the black paint he was covered in. Yeah, I'm so sorry. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep nail polish remover away from like baby doll eyes, from the decals on toys in general.
Yep.
If you want to get that off, I'd use hand sanitizer before acetone. And the mask with tape.
Yeah, masking with tape is important.
Go to Lope. LOL. It blinks. It does. Shh.
Yeah.
Gotta watch it though.
Just gotta watch
like
it.
really quick.
Yeah. No, really. We're not not lying. We would never lie. This is the internet, and the internet never lies.
Okay. Schultz Division used acetone to color a zombie hand. First covered it in acetone, then painted it directly after to really mess up the colors. What colors? It works so well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like the concept of like burnout or using a wax.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had a friend that worked for Tower Records as the Tower artist. I think I talked about this in the stream before. So Tower Records here in the States anyway wouldn't use normal marketing materials. They had an artist on staff in each of the buildings that would reproduce artwork and make large paintings and foam core displays and stuff. Anyway, my friend worked at the Benicia location here in California and was doing Soundgarden. I can't remember which band it was, but did a really good, faithful, large size painting of the album cover because kind of uninspired. Just like, hey, here it is, whatever, we're done. He cut out dimensional letters, glued it all down. He was almost completely done when he knocked over his brush water, and it washed all across the front of the piece. Yeah, and he's like, I got to be done with this today. So he started mopping it up with, as quickly as he could, dabbing it up with paper towels. Of course, the paint ran and smeared, and so he started to go with it. He made this very psychedelic, weird, alternate version. All the lines are still there because he painted all that
At
first.
Yeah.
But the colors all kind of ran and was really weird. But you can see what it was. But the band loved it. They came to the location for a promotion of the thing, and they actually took it with them when they left.
I love it when bands appreciate things like that.
Uh-huh.
They took your eagle and my flag.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah. They take stuff. It makes you feel legit.
Yeah. Oh, you like it.
Right? I'm going to wear this on my next tour. Sweet. Steve D wants to know, Felicia, when are you uploading to your channel?
Are we racing?
Well,
no, we're not.
I did upgrade some of my equipment this couple weeks, recently.
She
So
had a computer meltdown and now has got a replacement computer.
yeah,
Or is that an inappropriate way to describe it?
it's basically what happened. I was like, I don't know how much to tell them. My computer broke, and then things got expensive, and then now I finally have a computer.
That's yeah.
So I am still downloading things onto my computer and but I still have the footage, still have the stuff, so it's more likely going to happen sooner than later.
Right on.
But that's why I stopped.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It was just
Couldn't afford to.
couldn't do the back end. Yeah.
Yeah. Masterman Plays says everyone knows whatever's said on the internet is always true.
Always true. You know what? I think Abraham Lincoln said that. I believe that's an actual quote.
Yeah. Okay.
It's almost 1 o'clock.
I know.
We
wow.
actually have fan mail to open and look at.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, legit fan mail, not just new cool toys from Ryobi. We got that too, but
We did?
Yeah, got a new toy from Ryobi and have fan mail. So in 5 minutes at 1 o'clock, we've got a couple of packages to open and a letter.
Okay. Richard Stroh says, hey guys, Odin, what two materials are you going to use for Captain Hook's hat? Foam.
Foam. And I really appreciate you sent me a breakdown plan.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Does it make sense? Would that?
Yes. I didn't read it carefully.
No,
I
it's
kind of
okay.
scrolled through it.
No,
But
I know. It's
yes.
just a basic outline kind of a thing, like...
It's way more work than I put into it. Of course, I am doing that effectively. It's just all mental. I'm not doing it in a way I can share with other people.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, trying to get back into the groove and setting up templates so it doesn't have to be a hard thing every time.
Nice.
So...
No, I'm excited. Looking forward to doing a couple of projects with you this summer.
Yeah.
You know, not just live streams.
Schultz Division wants to know, Odin, have you ever seen the props used on the scene from a German band, Rammstein?
Oh. Du hast Liebe. Yeah, I've got the first Rammstein album and love the heck out of it. And I often joke, I'm not very good at hearing, what do I want to say? The words in music. I'm not really good at hearing lyrics. And what it really is I'm not really good at following the prose that's often written that goes along with the music. And then half the time, for my ears, it isn't mixed in a way that I can really understand it. Weird Al, which is done for comedic purposes, I hear all of his lyrics no problem because it's written simply. And but anyway, so often I joke about I may as well just listen to Rammstein because it sounds the same to me. It's German, fine.
My cousin-in-law named their kid after a Rammstein.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dahlia or something like that.
Okay.
But it was like, don't tell his wife, you know.
Tell his wife this is named after Rammstein.
Because it's like such a pretty name. Anyways.
Right. It is a pretty name. I don't remember the props specifically from the music video or whichever music video you're talking about because I'm sure they put out a lot more since the last time I looked. I'm sure they're cool. Huffing glue.
So, Pratiush.
You said that perfect.
Hi, Odin. I've been following you for a long time now, but first time attending the live stream. Love
Awesome.
your work. And then some cute emojis. BTW. Love you from India.
Oh, right on. Well, thank you. Thank you right back there to India. That's very cool. Rashish?
Pratiush.
Oh, no. Whoa, I said that very wrong. Sorry.
Sergey Henderson says, little ladies and gentlemen on the show.
Hello, little ladies and gentlemen on the show. Today we're gluing together Proton Packs and
I'm
talking
watching
to our worldwide fans. It's okay. You're looking at comments and I appreciate it. I didn't give you another glue pot. I'm just doing it.
I know there's only one. It's okay.
I hope you don't feel left out today.
No, it's fine. I'm being lazy.
Be lazy. You had a big trip over the weekend. Be lazy.
Did you not go to a con over the weekend?
I didn't go to a con over the weekend. You know what? I'm not going to a con this upcoming weekend either. I actually got to work on stuff at the house. Just a little bit, but still. Improvements were made. Stuff was shuffled.
Yeah.
That's not going to work. I want that one. Thank you, Ryobi. I do really like the battery-operated heat gun. This is very cool. And the narcissist in me wants to think that because I was using this as a maker's tool, it is now included with the maker tools on their online catalog. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but
in all reality, that is a necessary tool. That is the number 2 tool that I'd get after the rotary tool.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Hot glue gun, rotary tool. Heat. Actually, heat gun, rotary tool are on the same level.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to.
I was kind of thinking
is
that
a
too,
thing, you know.
Yeah, you make the planisher, and you can get away without. You can do a lot of just
smooshing, but you need the heat. And
yeah.
Hair dryers aren't going to work. Heat guns are too much. You know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this has one temperature, 875 degrees, which is great for speed drying paint or speed drying the glue or doing the etch lines into the foam. Where you take your brand new Ryobi hobby knife and you can do into the foam, and then you come back and warm it up, and it causes the top layer of the foam to shrink and spread and open up.
These lines right here.
Those lines right there.
They can't see. It's too far away. But that's how we did them.
But that's, yeah. And, yeah, so...
Thermodynamics to our advantage.
This is lightweight. I'm not fighting the cord. Because I've got a corded one that goes up to like 1800 degrees, and I can just cook and carbonize the foam. I prefer this one. I really do.
So, it makes complete sense why it's a maker's tool, because heating foam and shaping it is part of the reason why we like working with foam.
Yeah.
Is that it's heatable and smooshable.
Heatable. But EVA foam is not eatable.
Although sometimes it does look tasty.
It does. Ooh, the pitch is changing. I think my battery's getting low. Yep.
like you've done this. Make it or break it says, I'm working on this build myself, replacing some of the bits with 3D printed and using a Hasbro Spangler wand.
Nice.
Cool. So we have other people joining us building. I like this.
Yeah, this is really cool. I would be down for... I want to finish this as the instructions are, but I mean, if we get inspired to change out pieces or get a hold of vintage pieces or whatever, I have no problems, tinkering with it in the future, because that's the nature of the packs. I love the fact that, yeah, there's a canonical, this is a Proton Pack, but you're not locked into only this is like Stormtroopers. You're either going to be, the Stormtrooper from whichever one you're picking, or you're not, and then you're not, This is fine.
It'll be a work in progress.
Yeah, forever.
The true spirit of things.
It touched. I didn't want to touch, but it touched. There's still a train parked out back. One of those days where train cam would have been the whole show, because it's just sitting out there. Okay.
Zoom in on camera 3. No, 4.
Just add paper to keep the bits separate, and now I'm trying to hold the edges down on the table so they're all flat on the back side where I can't see it. And it still pops up a little bit, but that's okay. And that's not what I want. I don't want it to pop up at all, but now I was just thinking, Chris from Lost Wax Oz, thank you so much for figuring this out.
Right?
Yeah, this is great. What's awesome is the pattern's free. He asked for donations, and I gave him a big donation. But the pattern's actually free.
It is so underappreciated, the amount of work that has to go into pattern drafting.
Yeah.
So thank you.
All right. Now they got this part all glued together. And a bit of PVC that goes here. Oops. I don't have the screw in, so we didn't glue it in yet either. So this is going to be a constantly sliding in and out part, but
we'll attach it eventually.
It'll happen eventually. We still need to put all the cooling vanes on these parts up here. Might start doing that in a minute, but it's past 1 o'clock because I was fighting with the glue.
Yeah, so it's time to open mail. This is exciting. Here, Bruno, say hi. Wave your tail. There you go.
Tails.
Bruno Davis says, hi, Bruno. Bernie Davis, sorry.
Bernie Davis.
And Kevin Zamora says, hi, everybody.
Hello, Kevin Zamora.
And A's for Apple says, hey, guys. Sergey Henderson says, another question, Odin. Is the Ghostbusters wand, will be a working lightning sparklers? No, it will not sparkle anything dangerous.
No.
It will be con appropriate.
Right, we're going to keep it con safe. So we want to put some special effects, lights, sounds, interactivity, whatever in it, but I don't plan on putting a Tesla coil into it or anything. No, wrong channel. So I've got 2 packages that actually came from fans, and then we have a box from Ryobi we can open.
Oh, nice.
So I've got Brandon Diaz in Brentwood, California, and Pekka Lanonen from Finland.
Oh, wow, from Finland.
This one feels like it's got stuff in it. So, want to Brandon's first?
Yeah.
Want to move going bigger?
Sounds like a plan. We have a return.
Ah, Brandon wants to know. Oh, I think I remember him talking about this. To Odin. Hello, my name is Brandon, and I am a huge fan of your YouTube channel. I messaged you on Instagram about your fan mail address, so I'm glad this made it to you. Your YouTube channel is so helpful, fun, and informative, and always so comfortable and to relax, watch, and binge episodes. And binge episodes I've seen already. Sorry. Very cool.
He wants to know if you can autograph the photo he sent.
Sure.
And feel free to write a quote. That would be amazing. Thank you so much for doing this and for reading this letter. Sincerely, Brandon Diaz.
That's a great picture.
Right? 2?
Yeah, 2. This is the picture that Brandon put together. I've never...
Odin Makes postcards.
Yeah, Odin Makes postcard. Hey, Miss Mary Mac, Odin Makes postcards. Miss Mary Mac does paper printing. But yeah, this graphic with this cutout, I don't think I've ever done this. This is something that he specifically did. So this is really cool.
So 1 cut.
Yeah, now I just need to make sure I have a... So I can slide the back easy, but... This is one of those one shot, and I don't want my pen to mess up on me.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah. This one's smaller?
No, that's a worse one.
That's a worse one. Alrighty.
That's the good one. Silver Pizza says, postcard merch in the future? Pic looks good.
Pic does look good.
That's a good spot. Aww, they're so cute playing together quietly. I'm appreciating that.
Yes.
Godalope says, these are looking awesome as they come together from just all the foam discs and stuff, LOL. I know, we are just sitting cutting out these abstract pieces and it's cutting
Just
and
parts.
cutting and 3 weeks later still cutting and cutting.
Black could have worked too.
And this is how Odin made.
This is how Odin autographs.
There you go. Number 2.
2.
Silver Pizza says, first time viewing stream build, but long time fan since DIY Prop Shop.
Right on.
And Nimblu says, my post has arrived. Yay! Is that, which one are you?
Which one? Which, Nimbly?
Nimblues.
Nimblues.
Nimblues. Just Brandon.
Just Brandon.
So is this one or that one?
Yeah. So Nimblues, are you Brandon, or are you from Finland? But either way, Brandon, thank you for including a self-addressed stamped envelope. What a nice old school thing to do. And it actually went through Oakland, California. It's not very far away. I will get this out in the post today. As well as a set of Doctor Who stickers that have been sitting on my Etsy needing to be shipped out for a week and a half. Those will go out today too. All right.
Toby and Bruno were trying to chew on a scrap of foam, but that's not good for dogs.
No, because dogs will swallow.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
Hello, Odin and Felicia. During one of your live streams, I asked you, have you ever tasted Finnish salty licorice? You said if someone sends you some, you taste it on your show. Do not worry, it's safe to eat. These are the most basic salty licorice candies I can imagine. I'm a huge fan of these, or I can't pronounce that ever myself.
Oh, well, it's the Salamaki. I can't pronounce it either, but it's the
Hope
name
you
of
like it, Nimblues. So this is
This
from,
is Nimblues. Oh,
this is Nimblues.
right on. Well, thank you, Nimblues. Yes, here we go. You have your scissors still?
No, I put those away. I cleaned up,
Why would you ever clean up? No, thank you for...
so I don't have to clean later.
There you go. So we'll, want to give him his exciting... Oh, yeah, you can smell them. This is what we got, and they're checkered pieces. They're not. They're there you go.
I don't know. This seems like something my mom would eat. She likes black licorice.
These actually are kind of dead. This is cool.
You know, you could use these as parts of a... No.
No, totally could. They're buttons. Yeah. So I'm not a huge fan of black licorice. As a flavor, anise isn't my go-to. Oh, that's what I want flavor. I mean, I like absinthe, but still, it's very much an anise flavor. This doesn't have that flavor. It does, but it's... And the salty part is neat.
I feel like I'm eating cough syrup.
Anise.
Yeah. This is something my mom would like. As a child, she ate all the black jelly beans, so I never had to worry about them.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. I gave it a try.
You did.
I will be chewing that for the rest of the stream.
That'll happen too, yeah. Salty licorice sweets. Sugar, modified potato starch, glucose syrup, licorice extract, thickener, ammonium chloride.
See, I could see having those like out and then just keep walking by and grabbing one, even though I'm like, I don't really like these, and then I would like the whole bag would be gone, kind of a thing. But I often do that like with bugles. Oh, these are kind of dry, and then all of a sudden they're gone. I could see that happening with that.
It's cool that it's modified potato starch. I've got friends who's got corn allergies, and so reading the things, they might be able to try this too. That's pretty cool.
Because most gummies are off limit, especially here in the United States, where we
everything's corn.
Subsidize everything with corn.
Yeah, the straw you're drinking your soda out of, or whatever you're drinking, is usually a corn-based plastic.
And the thing is we kind of want to go more towards the corn-based plastics because they're more biodegradable.
Oh yeah.
But when you're allergic to them.
Yep. Buckets of suck. But this is not. This is really cool. Thank you. Oh man, I didn't read the name, so I'm not remembering it. Nimblues. Thank you, Nimblues. Sorry, I couldn't recall the name there to actually be a little more genuine. This is neat.
I think my mom would like them. Like, I genuinely think that's something she would be like, oh, these are so good. And she could have the whole bag. You know what I mean? Like, here.
To do a weird comparison, it's like a beef jerky candy. It doesn't taste anything like beef, but it's got the texture and it's got the saltiness to it. And it has a weird, unexpected is a better way to put it instead of weird, like tingle factor. A little bit. Not a lot.
Just kind of reminds me like I'm eating medicine.
Okay.
You know, kind of
cool.
Robitussin-y.
If anyone else wants to send sweets or treats or things from whatever country you're in, hell yeah, I want to try it. Wow, it's a different shape.
You want to try it, Bruno? Oh. Bruno is not opposed to it. He's not eating it. He's having fun playing with it, though.
Right.
It's funny. Sometimes he'll have like this much left of a toy, and he will 100% play fetch with that piece of the toy. You can't even switch it with the other piece of the toy. You know, like shredded pieces. He knows which piece he's playing with. Right. That's the one you threw.
That's the one you threw. That's
not
the one I want.
This piece. Don't try and trick me. That's not the one you threw.
Something that impresses just the snot out of me is a great way to put it. We'll get to the Rabby box. It's just a story. I'm gonna keep it quick. I've seen it on the internet. I've had friends' dogs who would do it, golden retrievers primarily, who love to play fetch with rocks and love to play fetch with rocks out of a river. So you have a specific rock and you throw it in the river and the dog will run out into the water and find the right submerged rock and bring it back. That impresses me.
Yeah. Toby does not like the water, like at all. Like at all.
Okay.
But I've taken him when we've gone rafting or like hanging out by the lake and we had a big giant raft.
Right.
And I'm totally going out to the water and Toby saw me and was like, nope, diddy, nope. He swam out, grabbed the rope and pulled me back. And not only did we get to the shore, he's like pulling me, making sure the raft is like on. He's strong.
Yes, he is.
He pulled the whole raft. I was impressed. And the fact that he would he hates water and he would save me. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, you guys are crazy. That's where the danger is.
I love, use the box as illustration for the moment. Had friends, Ellis is or was a math major and enjoyed the joke that dogs do trigonometry. That if you're standing here and you throw a rock, the dog will run along the beach and then do the least amount of swimming to get to the rock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They know how to calculate the arc arch of the thing to where the treat's going to be to catch.
Really good for, yeah. I'll use the branded knife. So I had asked Ryobi a couple weeks ago, hey, do you guys have a paint sprayer? And at the moment they don't. They did a little while ago, but they discontinued it. But they said, how about we send you an air compressor? It's like, okay.
Air compressor tools are amazing.
Air compressor tools. And yes, and it's exciting that it's actually a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, which I like. Joe got super excited about this. Force Ghost Joe. Yeah, Joe from Beyond the Grave. Because it looks to be about the same as the air compressor he's been using for his airbrush, but this one has a tank, which gives much better flow.
Now, what do you mean by flow? Okay, Toby really liked that treat. Bruno is just keeping his away from from Toby. Bruno's keeping his away from Toby, but Toby enjoyed it.
I still have some stuck to my teeth.
Toby is all about it. Look it. See?
Nice.
Toby appreciates the salty licorice treats.
It looked like the ingredients are safe for Toby.
Uh-huh.
So, cool. What do I mean by flow? When you have an air compressor that has a tank, then what the air compressor is doing is actually filling the tank to a desired PSI, pounds per square inch, right? So this has a higher pressure than the outside. And then when you're working with your tool, it's bleeding off of the tank, right? So it's the buffer. So you get a constant or a way more constant flow with an airbrush, which needs this flow of pressure in order to pick up the paint and spray with. Joe's air compressor has a small piston that sort of does it, and it's able to put the pressure into the line. So the line kind of works as
the compressor
tank, but it's not the same.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, and I had a little Badger airbrush, a little, and yeah, totally.
No.
Yeah.
That's giving you splatters.
Yep.
Polka dots.
I mean, it still worked because it was designed to be an airbrush air compressor, but no, totally, it was not the same. This is really cool because of that. So this is totally going to be used for lots of painting. Can use it for some tools. Actually, don't have too many air tools at the moment because they
ever so slightly to reach to push the buttons. Like I can.
Right. Oh, you can't quite get there. But this is kind of exciting. It's a battery-operated air compressor. I'm sure.
So it's portable.
Totally portable.
Is it convertible?
What, oh, is it a hybrid? No, I don't think so.
I don't think it needs to be, but I was just curious.
Yeah, no, I don't see it. It does have, when you're compressing atmospheric air, it actually condenses water inside, so you have a drain for the tank. And you do want to drain your tank often because they rust, and then they get thin, and then you compress them with air, and
Sounds
then they
like you
blow
know
out. Oh, it can get scary.
Oh yeah, my dad's always had like a big air compressor in his garage. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like your air compressor. I didn't know how quiet it was going to be, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It is louder than the compressor Joe's got, but it's not bad.
Yeah, no. Air compressors are loud.
Yeah.
But they're very useful on tools.
So we have our emergency release with moisture right in the eye. That was great.
Safety first.
Yeah. I can smell
Most
the...
portable, 14 pounds, so you can get your reps in.
There you go. So we'll need to probably loosen this up, and the one thing he also really wants to do for painting specifically, and again, it's not a bad idea for tools in general, is put what's called a moisture trap, because you're running the compressed air. Not only are you, like making a spit here, not only are you creating moisture in the tank, but it'll run down the line. So you put in a moisture trap to keep that extra bit of fluid goodness from coming out of your airbrush, and yeah, so cool. Ryobi, thank you. This is really cool.
You like it too, Bruno?
And Joe's already talking about doing an airbrush video, an airbrush painting video, possibly doing the Gundam shield or a couple other things that we've done, and it was super excited about using this to do it. So
right when you don't have the right tools and you Yeah.
Yeah, when you finally get the right little tools you want. Yeah.
Because I know that splatter in a paint, you want that constant flow, and that's kind of why you want to airbrush over spray painting, because you want to have that constant.
Yep.
But yeah. Okay. Well, I'm excited. Joe's excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
So what's the lock and unlock?
Well, we got the two dials on here. It's the tank pressure and the outlet pressure. So the lock and unlock is adjusting how much of the tank pressure is going into the outlet pressure. As well
Okay, so
as
how hard is it spitting?
How hard is it
Bruno,
spitting?
no. Sit.
You might be able to adjust how much pressure is actually going into the tank as well. Some air compressors you can. I haven't read the
I've never
instructions
seen them
on
this
this.
tiny, and I
Right?
think it's like the cutest thing ever. I've seen them bigger than me.
This
My
is
dad
totally
has
an
one
art
the size
air
of
compressor.
Toby.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I've got one on wheels out there that I inherited. That's 150 gallons or whatever it is. Yeah.
It looks like a bomb.
No, it's not. There's no blinky red light. It can't be a bomb.
There you
This
go.
is really, really cool. Thank you, Ryobi. Very excited. And we will try and use this to spray creature cast with.
That's going to be intense.
Yeah, it is. I've got a touch-up gun that I've never cleaned for the last time I used it with Godzilla, because I've never seemed to clean my tools. So if I have to, I can go back to Harbor Freight and get another $18 touch-up gun. But that's all we need to spray creature cast with.
Well, could you soak it in some kind of an acetone?
Yeah, you can probably clean it. No, it's an acrylic, so it'll clean up. It just
Okay.
it'll take effort.
Mickey Rat, the compressor is adorable. It's almost a kettlebell. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I
Yeah,
picked it up. I'm like,
totally.
this is totally a kettlebell.
Yep, on off, emergency release. It's already got the quick tool connect. Yeah, no, this is cool. This would have been great on the Smosh set. We had to.
No, all these two, like all
Yeah,
of this,
all this stuff.
it would make an easy kit for the Anyways, I like.
No, it's fine. 2 or 3 different times I was trying to put together some sort of pressure vessel that you guys could take out
pee,
to
blood, water.
Yeah, take it out to the river where you didn't have power.
On locations all the friggin' time. Yeah.
And even in the shop, as we learned with a vacuum cleaner. Hey, battery operated is kind of cool because it doesn't pop the circuit.
And portable.
And
I love
portable.
the portability of I don't have to be near a wall. Let's plug it in.
Oh, that occurred to me after the fact. So last week we opened up the saws and stuff, right? Or was that 2 weeks ago? I think one of the reasons why Aaron sent me the saw was I had asked about the miter saw for cutting PVC, and it literally has a PVC on the thing, so it's another way of.
No, these things are super handy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say no to tools.
No.
I will use it.
Nope.
I will sew with that.
Okay.
I'm just laughing because on the project I worked on, I actually needed a saw to cut off the wooden dowel to make it shorter.
Right.
So, sewing projects. Min Blue says, I'm so happy you tried the Finnish candy. I'm doing my smoky dance. I'm making up one too.
Totally gonna try the Finnish candy.
Yes, I cannot continue to chew it. It was a little too hard. That was
It
my
was a bit
biggest
hard, yeah.
complaint is like my teeth. I can't afford dental care to handle eating those candy.
True that.
But they were good. My mom would love them. She can afford dental care. She can have insurance no more.
So in Atlanta, when I went out there with Beyond Geek, I got to go to the World of Coke. So Coca-Cola's got as much of a theme park experience Coca-Cola can make in Atlanta, Georgia, where it's from.
My little brother told me about that. He
Yeah.
was there.
Well, it has like a mini old school bottling facility, so you can see how it was done.
Yeah.
They play the old commercials. It's a thing. They, as much as they could, they made it an attraction you had to pay for.
Well,
to
I
go
do
to.
go to the Jelly Belly factory, so
There
I
you
can't
go.
talk shit. But
There you go. One of the things they have at the end of the tour upstairs is a tasting room, and they have Coca-Cola products set up according to continents, basically. And the two that I remember that I really liked that weren't American, one I can get at Indian stores nearby. It's called Thumbs Up Soda. It comes in a Coke bottle, but it has to say Indian spices as a description probably makes it sound like it's hot, and it's not. But it has extra flavor, extra bite that Coca-Cola doesn't have, and I
Okay.
actually really like it. So,
I can see that.
And it's easy enough to go and get glass bottles of that at the Indian store. But what I can't get is the pine nut soda from South Africa.
Interesting.
That was even better. So it was kind of a cloudy, clear, slight tinge of yellowish green, I think, ever so. But that was really good.
Yeah. I would go out of my way to get the glass bottle Cokes from Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Just because they don't have the corn syrup, but now they do. So there's no point at this point.
Oh, they got corn syrup in now?
They got corn syrup. You have to be very specific and look for the ones with real cane sugar. Otherwise, they have corn syrup.
Really?
Yeah.
Bitches.
Right? Like, it was so good. At least you could get it. It was available, but now it's not as available. Okay. You have to look for specifically the cane sugar ones. They taste better, in my opinion.
There's one bottling facility in Texas that still does the original, because they have the rights to do it, the original recipe for Dr. Pepper. Oh. For Dr. Pepper with a Park. And so those Dr. Peppers are made with sugar, and it's the only place you can get in the States non-sugar cane or non-corn syruped Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it tastes. It does affect the flavor.
Oh, it totally affects the taste.
Silver Pizza says, I would love to send you sweets from the Philippines. Where I'm from, we have many goodies. Ooh. My BFFs from the Philippines.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I got the piece unstuck from my tooth.
Yeah, she taught me how to make really good lumpia. Oh, we just buy it. She showed me where to get the good one.
Yeah, she really good stuff. Totally. If you guys want to send sweets, not required at all. But if you want and you want to play around with that, please do. The P.O. Box is in the description of this video. It's just P.O. Box 874, Orangevale, California. It's the same P.O. Box that my website, which doesn't exist, is labeled, registered with. But totally, you can send it there, and we will open up what we get on air because it's fun. I enjoyed the fan mail that Smosh would open up, so I kind of wanted to try and do that a little bit. But at the same time, that's me begging the viewers to send me stuff, and that's not really what I'm trying to do. It just seems like
we
it'd be
enjoy
fun.
the interaction.
Yeah.
So we left the door open.
There you go.
So it's nice to be able to see you as real people as opposed to a little lens on a stick.
Right. Adventure Aurora is her handle on Instagram. Met up with her at as well as Mexican Loki at WonderCon, and they brought me tamales from Tijuana because they live in Tijuana. Those were good. Even though they traveled, those were good.
No, I buy extra gorditas when I love Mexico, and I just take them with me, and they did not last. The burrito and cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste the same. Pizza doesn't taste the same in Mexico, though.
Okay.
First time I ever had ketchup on pizza was in Mexico.
Okay.
It was an experience.
Sounds like St. Louis pizza.
Yeah.
Some of the pizzas I had in St. Louis were basically a cardboard crust with ketchup and cheddar cheese. I was like, wow, this is not what I want at all.
It wasn't cheddar, but yeah, it wasn't what you expected at all.
Oh, okay.
It was weird, but it wasn't bad. It just wasn't what I would consider pizza.
Right.
But yeah. Anyways, off topic.
Pizza.
Oh, Carlos Perez, have you guys ever ate Church's chicken? I love it.
Church's chicken.
Yeah, I've had Church's. My favorite
Yeah,
though
I
is
think I've had
Popeyes.
Church's.
I like their chicken sandwiches.
I haven't been out to Cane's yet because every time I go by the one Cane's up in Citrus Heights, the line is just wrapped around the building.
Oh, I haven't even heard of them.
They're a newer. They're a chain that's been around for a little while. They're recently out here now.
Oh, okay.
And judging from the traffic they get, they're good.
Okay. But of the chickens, I think Popeyes is my favorite.
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
For now.
Yeah, getting close to lunch. Now I'm thinking about all the foods. Oh, pizza.
Right.
Oh, hot wings.
Now.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm out of coffee, too.
Oh, no. Do I need to cover while you go and get coffee?
No, I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll survive.
Are you sure?
Carlos Perez says, I'm Hispanic, so I always eat Mexican food. Well, to you, it's just food.
Right.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
And generally speaking, except for the one tamales I had and a few other little choice things, I'm always eating the Americanized version of Mexican food, which I'm happy with because that's what I'm used to. But I think we do pretty good in California, and then we do pretty good in Texas for having more authentic.
Oh, we have some
well
amazing authentic food here. Oh my gosh.
Okay, good.
There's this torta place, and they have the Jalisco style ones, and then there's where Yeah, I have definitely lots of favorite little holes in the walls. South Sac is the best for food.
Okay.
Just in general. But yeah. We have a lot of different cultures in this area that have restaurants that do them justice.
Cool.
So that's nice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even Zelda's pizza is good, which is a totally different pizza than anything else.
Yeah.
Closest comparison is a Chicago deep dish, but even then, it's more Zelda's than anything else.
It's pizza made with a pie crust.
Yeah. It's a very flaky pie crust. It's served in the pan. You need to use a pie, and it's a pizza you eat with a fork because you can't pick it up.
No,
not until it really cools down.
I've only had them like once or twice.
Okay.
But it's such a memorable pizza, you don't forget it.
Right. It's got like crumbly pepperoni on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's delicious. Now you're just making me hungry now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eat pizza.
All right.
Pizza specifically. I want pizza now.
Pizza. What happened?
What?
We got a blue bar.
Yeah, Shady
Dragon
gave us a $1.99 super chat, but didn't say anything.
Oh, well, thank you, Shady.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Ralph Mork says, hey, I made it. Well, welcome.
Sweet. Hello, Ralph.
Marvel Guy's been asking, Odin, if you had to keep 3 props for the rest of your life, what would you keep?
That's a different question. I like that question.
Well, you couldn't get rid of that one.
Yeah, I technically I can't get rid of Soul Edge because my marriage will be over if I get rid of Soul Edge.
Yeah.
However, the rest of our lives, that's one of the things that due to size, Ellis might be willing to let go of. But a good safe one is Soul Edge. What other props would I just insist on keeping forever and ever? Actually, no. If I had to keep something, I think I could let Mecha go because he's just so big.
Okay.
I really, really like Mecha, and I'm really enjoying Mecha. And there's more stuff I kind of want to do to him, and I want to make some improvements. But at the same time, when it comes time to let him go, I think I can.
Okay.
Also, I'm waiting for a friend to make Mecha Kong, so I need to keep
him for now.
Keep him healthy for now.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's a great question. So I'm looking at stuff here, and also got to think about what I have upstairs. That's a.
I feel like a lot of things that I built don't ever last. They're.
Right.
The set's cleaned up. The cake gets eaten. The thing happens. The piñata breaks.
Yep.
You know?
Well, I'm so used to building stuff for the camera that when their job is done, they're effectively trash. And I'm used to that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some things that I get a little attached to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't, But edible stuff, it's just going to...
edible stuff was made to be eaten.
Yeah. It's made to be destroyed. But
I didn't make it, but I think I'll probably be keeping the Dragon Balls that Sharpie made me. Because they're small and they're neat. I'm really trying to answer your question. I'm not sure. I would really have to look at what I've got. And then, of course, there's the what have I not made yet. But honestly, it would probably be a lot of little stuff because it would be stuff that would be easier to display at home.
You'd want something little that encapsulated.
Yeah, exactly. Encapsulated what I was doing or I liked because of what it was or how it worked. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah. I really like the Golden Snitch, which isn't an Odin Makes project. It was a DIY prop shop one.
But you still made it.
I still made it, and we put it in a bell jar as a display, and that's what really makes it for me. Is it's got this full glass display case that goes along with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What are you trying to get out of me?
All this food talk's making me hungry.
Yep, pretty much. Sorry. Agreed.
It's okay. No, there's more comments, and I'm like, that's how...
Yeah, other people are saying the same thing. It's not just you.
Yeah, some people have tried some good Chicago-style pizza. I heard that there's a website where you can overnight Chicago deep dish pizza, like the legitimate...
Wow.
From Chicago, get it shipped to you in, like,
wow.
a foam, like, box so that the heat or whatever.
So it's still warm when you get it?
Yeah.
It's like, wasn't there a YouTube channel that had takeout curry delivered to them across the Atlantic from England?
Yeah. So I've always wanted to do it. It was just like I couldn't justify the price tag, because you know, I'm not made of money, but it was like,
You're
that
totally
always
made of money.
sounded fun to try, you know?
You know, little Miss Moneybags. We know that.
So, very Broadzake. I just butchered a name right
You totally
there.
said that right the first time.
Hello, how are you doing, Odin and Felicia? I hope you are doing well. And can you please make the Rift 2 go from Fortnite, maybe with a plasma ball?
Interesting.
Not out of the...
Not out of the question. Definitely not. I haven't built with a plasma ball specifically because they're a bit delicate. I have a faux plasma ball. It's an LED matrix that looks like the plasma ball effect that I want to put in Mechagodzilla. But interesting.
Richard Stroh says, "Hey Odin, could you make Madame Leota from the Haunted Mansion in her crystal ball?"
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then Captain C. Bone says, "At Odin Makes, you should make Jack Sparrow's compass. I can provide templates."
That's been requested for a very long time. Not gonna lie.
Silver Pizza just did a 50-something super chat. That
Really?
doesn't look like a euro. Doesn't look like a dollar sign.
Oh wow, yeah, which is that one?
I have no idea. But thank you.
Thank you, Silver Pizza.
Yes. And welcome to our stream today.
Hopefully someone in the chat will let us know exactly which monetary style that is. Because, yeah, no, I don't recognize it either. I've seen it in the lists of options, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Schultz Division says, GTG, gotta go guys and gals. Catch y'all Friday. Remember to leave a like on the stream. See y'all next time.
Thank you, Schultz. Always appreciate you coming by.
Yeah. Surya Henderson says, Odin, how long have you been modeling? And same question for you, Felicia.
I was putting together model kits. Oh wow! I was putting together the EMT Earl, although at that time it may have only been AMT. Star Trek kits when I was 6 or 7. Very early on, I can remember doing the Romulan Bird of Prey, which had these huge water slide decals that you put on the bottom for the big bird that went on the bottom, and that kit. It came with one of the big, like 50-year anniversaries. That kit got produced again, but it was out of production forever. And I can remember building it, so I know I did. You know, whichever one was in the 70s, the AMT. So yeah, the majority of my life.
I couldn't tell you when I started or when.
Yeah, as far as plastic models, I suppose they actually mean.
Plastic models, my brother got them for Christmas, and he wouldn't let me help, so I got to watch him not do them for a while there.
That sounds like bullshit.
You know, siblings.
Siblings.
But I don't think I've ever actually done a legitimate model kit. I've made things, but I've never like went and done a kit.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guy. You are just not being behaved enough, and you're getting heavy. He doesn't like that answer.
Nope. The dog's out back like is barking.
Oh, that's the sign for pesos. It's not much, but still want to support you.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense.
Thank you, Silver Pizza.
Yes.
Hey, you know, helping and generosity is helping and generosity. So thank you. Really, that's it is appreciated. I don't. If I ever badmouth anyone being kind and giving to me, call me out and I'll turn the channel off.
Brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
Because Odin Makes it totally brought to you by viewers like you. Absolutely. And the live stream is all about talking to you guys. Building is certainly an important part of it, but honestly, it is almost more the chance to get to talk to everyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Field Walker Mass says, hello from Scotland.
Hello, Scotland.
Groot Gerson says, I would love to see you two build a super big Millennium Falcon out of foam. Can we do it out of Legos?
A super detailed?
Yeah.
Yeah, we build out of Legos. We can talk to Lee and see if we can't...
But he said foam.
What's that?
But he said foam.
Oh, he didn't say foam. But if we're going to do it out of Legos with a barking dog, Lee's actually got the super big one that's like, feet across. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun build. That'd be an all-day marathon.
Or a project.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Philippines pesos. Because I was kind of wondering that because
I
don't remember them using that sign on pesos in Mexico.
Okay.
But
still cool.
Right? Bruno, do you need to go outside? It's probably why he's bothering me so much.
Yeah, it's getting close to time, so.
Lay low. I got you my coat. Use it. Steve Hall says you should have a doggy cam. You have in the past, but
we've had a doggy cam in the past, yeah, but I
don't always bring the dogs or let you know when
them today, but I didn't know for sure. And they've been at our feet the whole time, and the cam isn't set up back here. There's no light.
Yeah, the cam was set up there, but now there's stuff there, so it could happen again.
It could happen again.
Bean is looking. Leah Marie says Bean is looking at me funny because of the barking.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool, though. Hello. Hello, Leah, and hello, Bean.
Yes. Bruno says hi. Oh, dang. Bernie Davis. All the food talk made me hungry, so I got some barbecue. Oh, that sounds good, too.
Everything sounds good.
Oh, my gosh. Ooh, Hawaiian barbecue. That sounds good, too. Are you happy now? He is. His tail is wagging.
I mean, baby doggy. I'm totally happy.
Yeah, huh? Because it's the Bruno stream.
Yes. Hello, welcome to the Bruno stream.
Live with Bruno. Yes, you're famous. Go be famous. There you go. Oh, wow. They're actually looking like props.
That happens. Sometimes it takes a while.
And it's stuck together.
I needed to add a little bit of extra here because this one was potentially assembled differently or something that wasn't fitting.
Okay.
And my options were cut this part or add a piece. And I thought add a piece is fine. So.
I like your style.
At this point, all of a sudden, they're now different. They are diverging. This one has one extra bit of foam. It's going to weigh 1,000,000 pounds more. Okay, no, it's not.
That's okay. We'll be able to distinguish one from the other, maybe? We'll see.
I'm sure we'll be able to when the time comes anyway.
Yes. Woo! Hey, Odin and Felicia, have you ever had a sushi burrito? Yes, I have.
Sushi is a burrito.
No, but have you had a sushi burrito?
I don't know if I've legitimately had a sushi burrito, no.
I have. It is too massive to eat in one sitting. I highly suggest sharing with a friend, at least in mine.
Let's go get sushi burritos.
Yes. There's this place where I like to get hot chocolate.
Okay.
In downtown. I forgot the name of the place, but it is like usually a line out the door during Christmas time for their chocolate.
Oh, okay.
And their hot chocolate, it's like you're sipping a melted
candy bar?
Yeah, it's really a sipping chocolate. Anyways, right next to there is the place that has the sushi burritos.
Oh, interesting.
And they're really good. And the fries that they do with the stuff on them.
Okay.
I don't know what they do, but those work.
They put stuff on fries.
So good. Yes, sushi fries, whatever they did to them to make them all special.
Interesting.
With all the sauces. They were colorful too. So, yes, I have. Yes, it's good. And yes, I'm hungry now. Like, I'm really hungry.
Right.
Yeah. Wesley Colvin says, ever considered building the N7 armor from Mass Effects? I think it'd be a great project for the two of you. I don't even know what it is.
Actually, it's a type of armor. Bill's done one. Bill Duran, Punished Props. And there is a pattern to the outside of the armor that is very similar to the fine texture on floor mat foam. So it is one where you can easily use floor mat foam to have the right pattern. Or
Interesting.
close enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
No, I haven't. We haven't talked about doing it as a full build, and as an individual video, I haven't done full suits of armor because time. You know, I was trying to put a video out every single week, and I want to get back to putting out a video every single week. And so doing a full suit of something is more than a week's commitment.
Right, but doing pieces per suit could be a thing.
And people seem to like. There's a mix. People seem to like the playlist style where I'm making the head, the whole head's done. I'm making the chest, the whole chest is done. As opposed to here's part 1, here's part 2, and the whole thing doesn't come together until the very end. While some people are like, just finish it already. Others are, people
happy have opinions.
Happy that it gets broken up. In between the episode of, hey, we're building this thing, is hey, here's this other thing we're building. So
Make It or Break It says, so how are you going to add support to your particle tower? Since it's got some weight on its own, I put a piece of MDF shaped to that part number 6 and filled the rest with EVA so the box don't warp. Remember how I told you that people were reinforcing things?
Yeah.
Sounds like experience.
Does sound like experience. I don't know which one the particle tower is.
I'm just wondering if it says on one of the pieces, just to double check. I'm wondering if it's not that piece that you are currently working on.
It's either this or it's the, could be, or it's the grain tower one.
Yeah.
Because in the movie, most of these parts don't have official names. The
Right.
fans made up a lot of the names. And I think in Ghostbusters Afterlife, they went with a lot of those names. Just like the majority of the...
That's a power cell support box, so it's not the...
Okay. Just like the majority of the background aliens in Star Wars were never officially named, but then books and stuff came out and gave them names, and now they all go by those names. But originally they were just the monsters in the cantina. They didn't have names.
Isn't that how, like, the tail of a stegosaurus got named?
Yes, the Thagazizer. Right? Is that what it is?
I just remember it.
Gary Larson from Far Side, I think, jokingly called the Stegosaurus tail something, or like the caveman's Thog, the caveman. Mm-hmm. And I believe that got adapted as the actual name, or adopted. Just like there's a bacterium that's named after Gary Larson as well. Or an amoeba or something. Some microbe.
You guys are making me hungry. Carlos Perez wants to know if anyone here tried tacos de tripa. My father-in-law makes amazing ones of those. So, yes, and they are great. But I wouldn't order them in a restaurant because I wouldn't trust them to make them as good. Anyways.
It's going to be really tough to get anything in a restaurant that's going to beat home cooking.
No, there's sometimes where
restaurants
do better than a home cook. But in that particular type of taco, I don't know if I would... I've had a really good homemade version that I wouldn't want to really... I don't know.
It would be unfair to comparison.
Yeah, and also when I go to strange places and get tacos, I'm fairly conservative in what I order because it's hard for them to screw up the asada.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I do have some that I go off and try, that sound interesting, and I will, but if I'm hungry, I know I get the ones that I know will be...
Yep, you know what you're going to be safe with.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Make It or Break It says gun box is the piece.
Oh, the piece with the gun actually, that makes sense. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate all these tips from people who have done this before. Stephen D, I noticed we're near the end of the stream and the topic has turned to food as usual, LOL.
Yep.
I do think with my stomach, that's for sure.
It's a thing. Well, for us, it's 3 hours or even a little more. I'm usually eating, about 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago at this point.
It's lunchtime.
Oh, it's so long. It's lunchtime. Yeah.
Noon to 2 is lunchtime.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Richard Richard Stroh, interesting. Hey guys, if you like, I can buy and ship you some feathers for Captain Hook's hat. I just need to know what color. I actually was looking at that on Amazon, and I was going to get the long ostrich feathers.
Right.
Wow,
Richard, thank you.
Do the more deluxe one, and I was going to mix white and pink together.
Okay.
Because he has a pink feather, he has a white feather, but you can, since I was going to mix feathers, I was going to do a pack of white and a pack of pink.
Okay.
Just.
So yeah, could we get white and pink ostrich?
If you're gonna send them, those were the ones I was gonna order.
That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, because your breakdown's pretty cool. The treatment you did.
Yeah.
Whatever the right term is.
I called it a spec sheet.
There you go.
Because at work I work off of spec sheets.
That makes sense.
And I think what I created was close to a spec sheet.
Okay.
I like to call them breakdowns, but I break everything down.
Right.
Bruno, you need to be quiet. Lay low.
Just a little bit longer.
Bruno, I know.
Almost there, Bruno. Stay on target.
We got 8 minutes. We're almost there.
I'm sorry, Toby. I stepped on Toby.
Tree Bear Creation says, hello there.
Hello, Tree Bear.
Chris R. wants to know, have you guys been to Renaissance fairs?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I worked at a costume shop and dressed people up them for years and years and years and years before I ever actually went to one.
I used to go to Black Point. The Northern Fair was actually at it was just called Black Point. That thing was amazing because they had permanent buildings. They actually owned the land. It was in an old oak grove, and they had a few historically accurate recreations. And they're not super accurate. I think one was.
They gave you the feel like you were in.
They shot movies out there. Yeah. Anyway, it got turned into a housing tract, of course, because developers. But I've been to that one lots, and I've been to a few of the.
I've gone to Valhalla a couple times.
Oh, that'd be fun. I've been there.
That one's up in the woods. It was beautiful.
Oh, I bet.
I loved it. It was fun. I hung out with the queen.
There you go.
So at a Renaissance fair, if you don't want to talk to nobody, but you want to have a good time, dress as royalty. People will be nice and treat you like royalty, and you get your space in the royal treatment. Now, if you want to be like, you want to have more fun and you want to socialize, dress as a commoner, as a peasant. They have so much more fun. It's way more interactive.
Yep.
And you get into different things. But.
Yep. And there's less expected of you. Also, if you're dressing in royalty, you want to make sure you are behaving like royalty. You don't have to, but I mean.
Yeah, but that's just my little suggestion because the peasants have more fun. But if you're socially anxious, it might be more fun for you to be royal.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Adams says, I just woke up and you guys have me wanting pizza for breakfast. That's my favorite breakfast.
Morning, Ace.
Mickey Rat says pizza is perfectly acceptable for breakfast, especially when it's breakfast pizza. I've had breakfast pizza.
I don't think I've had breakfast pizza.
But I'm kind of like, I don't like cheeseburger pizza. I don't really like breakfast pizza, and I'm not the biggest fan of dessert pizza.
I don't mind the dessert pizza because it's not trying to be pizza. The dessert pizzas I've had where they've just been like cinnamon strudels, basically. Yeah, the cheeseburger pizzas, I'd rather just have a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
They weren't bad.
Or pizza, but it's wrong. It tastes wrong, anyways.
I'm still going to say, I really like the peanut butter pizza. No, that one's wrong, but that was just so differently wrong in its own way. It's great. I don't mind white sauce. I actually, one of the pizza chains out here called Mountain Mike's has a garlic white sauce pizza. And I usually get a garlic white sauce pepperoni pizza with garlic on it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Yeah. I do like crazy things on my pizza, like pineapple and stuff. But
yeah, it took me a long time to like pineapple. I don't get it often, but when I decide I want it, I like it.
And I have had pizzas with like a fried egg on top, and they haven't necessarily been bad, and I have enjoyed those.
Okay.
But specifically, like the breakfast pizza I had with the fried egg and the potatoes and the scram and it just wasn't that. It just wasn't. I don't know. It was like hamburger pizza to me. You know, it just wasn't quite right. Some kind of weird wrong. Stay on target, Bark 5. Stay on target.
So Ashley from up front 40 minutes ago said, help yourself to tacos when you're done. Tacos! Hey, is Strict Aphid watching? Won a contest with Chandos. So apparently there's tacos up front.
And they're Chandos.
And they're Chandos tacos. We're having tacos.
Chris R thinks pineapple should be illegal on pizza. It could be illegal on your pizza, but I want it on mine.
I disliked pineapple on pizza for the longest time, primarily because I was always stuck with it. But there was a point in time, possibly when I got older, and my taste changed, that, no, actually I kind of liked it. But I definitely need to mentally be, that's what I want. As opposed to, would you like pizza? Here's pineapple. It's like, oh, I was thinking pepperoni.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. J. Period wants to know what happens when you dress as Ash at a Ren fair. LOL. Well, in
hey, all you
reality,
primitive screwheads.
people would probably play along.
For the most part, people
what
would.
What are thou doing with that contract? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
people are fun. It's people.
Just like they would always, every Renaissance fair it feels like I've been to, not every day, but there's always someone who shows up in a Starfleet uniform looking for intelligent life. It's just...
Yeah. Bernie Davis says, I would like to wear a leather mask and a cloakroom and pretend to be a leopard. People probably treat you like one.
Yeah, actually, that would be a bad... I had a friend that would be a troll of all the weird... Because Renaissance fair usually is especially the Black Point, was trying to be historically based. And while historically there were trolls, there's no evidence that they're actually being trolls. There's the best way to put it. But yeah, Bevan would do this troll thing and roll around and be this entertaining troll.
It's a giant dress-up party. It's
Yeah.
people. If they're fun people, they'll enjoy your funness. If they're like, you're not very fun and we don't appreciate your humor, they're just not fun people, and you're probably not going to have fun with them anyway, so...
You could also do Loki and TVA agents at a Renaissance fair, because that's one of the episodes. As well as you could probably pull off Hawkeye and Kate, because, you know, they got help from Warpers. Yep. So yeah, no, that'd be great.
Leah Marie says, I almost lost my phone at Valhalla in Tahoe. I was with friends in a guild with the queen. Yeah, see, if you dress up fun, fancy, you can go hang out with the queen.
Okay, so Valhalla takes place in Tahoe?
Mm-hmm.
Is that close to, what's the name of that building? There's a Rob went there in an episode. There's a building in Tahoe that is Norse style.
No, it was at a campsite.
Okay.
It was at a campsite, and it was a big campsite, and it was like everybody parked on one side, so there were no cars
Visible on the other side.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's a big area. It's very foresty. It looks like there's some gypsy encampment there, you know.
Okay. Sweet.
They had jousting when I went.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah. I want to see The Northman. Super excited about that upcoming movie. Same director who did The Witch. So it should be historically accurate and very good and creepy and spooky and fun. I want to see The Northman. There you go.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Go to Lope says, so many good time travel cosplay options for Ren fairs, LOL.
Oh, totally.
And Wait, I'm Learning to Heal says, my sister likes to put garlic butter and Parmesan cheese on Little Caesar pizza. That's asking for crazy crust. If you ask for crazy crust, that's what they do. They butter and Parmesan cheese.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
So you can actually just ask for it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's really good. I do that all the time. It used to be free. Now people charge. Now they charge for it. But it's still so good that I do it. And they do it automatically to the stuffed crust ones.
Okay.
The more you know, people. Pizza.
Breakfast pizza. I haven't tried it yet, mostly because my pizza doesn't last that long. But I've read that a good way to reheat and recook your pizza for breakfast is to mix up French toast mix. Yeah, and then you batter up your pizza slice and cook it like French toast.
Yeah, if I'm eating pizza for breakfast, I'm not cooking.
Right, that's a big part of the point. But that sounded like a pretty good idea to me, and it would change it. It wouldn't just be the same pizza. I can appreciate that, but it doesn't sound bad.
I can appreciate it. My friend's mom would take leftover mashed potatoes from dinner before and turn them into fried potato pancakes.
Okay.
For breakfast the next day.
Sure, that sounds good too.
I could see it happening, but like I'm lazy.
Food. We have Chando's tacos. Hey, it's 2 o'clock. Let's go eat tacos.
Sounds like a good plan.
So we got all the parts that were done before got glued together, so both the packs are now at the same spot. We've got,
There's some wiring going on inside of it. That's not gonna blink. I dropped the tubes.
They weren't attached.
Good thing they're plastic.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's happening. We got pieces going on. We need to put it's like the reinforcing vanes or the cooling vanes or whatever, but some of those go on the boxes. We skipped that earlier. Need to definitely go back and do that. So try and get that done next week. But
they're starting to look like Proton Packs.
they're looking like Proton Packs.
Like it's not just a bunch of bits and pieces in a box.
No, we're almost up to the point of the blank that I took a picture of that my friend had collected. And we're almost to that point, so we're almost up to putting pieces onto it. I mean, we're up to putting pieces on it, but I mean...
Yes, so, yay!
Proton
We're getting
Pack!
there. But it's time to go. I gotta go home.
You gotta go home.
I have stuff I have to do.
Okay.
Yes, but it was nice hanging out with all y'all.
Thank you for coming by and hanging out. I appreciate it. And as always, for everyone else, thank you also for hanging out. Much appreciated. I said it earlier in the stream, and I do mean it. The interaction with all of you is what makes the live stream fun and what draws me to doing it. The project is almost secondary. But anyway, thank you all for sticking around. Thank you if you're watching a playback from the future. And remember, there's always a little bit of extra show before we go public that happens every single week just for the members of my Patreon. So if you want to get in on that extra bit of early show when there's only a few people watching, then check out patreon.com/Odin Makes and join at any level, and you'll be able to get the link for every show to be able to watch that early. Yeah.
Bernie Davis says, never wear the pack upside down. It's uncomfy. Sounds like experience.
Sounds like experience. I'm sure that's true.
So until next time, people.
Until next time. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We'll see you at noon next Monday.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Godolope. I did see that. End stream. Are you sure you want to end stream? Yeah, I do. Bye-bye.
Okay.